Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Yeah, yo! Whoa. We done made it to a Thursday, y'all. I guess on Instagram it's a flashback Thursday or old school, whatever it is. All I know is a laugh out loud comedy show Thursday. Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver legends are now in your area. I need all y'all on my Instagram live. All y'all to download Free Agent Radio, the app. Also, download Media 360, the app. You get everything. You get audio. You get visuals. But first, let's say good morning. Let's say good morning to my man, DJ Cam. Good morning, DJ Cam. What's going on?
Good morning. What's good, people? What's good?
I see you working. I see you. I know Cam is trying to switch up an entire. Cam is NASA right now. Cam is switching over the good and the bad, the blessings that go on with starting a situation that we're starting to take over the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Cam by himself has to switch over his entire computer system. Jesus. God bless you, Cam, because I would have tapped out.
Gotta do it. I see the vision. Gotta do it.
And you got to understand, even when I play basketball with Cam, nothing is done in a rush. Everything is paced.
Yeah.
Even his layups were paced. Like, okay, all right. Here
the
goes
whole 24-second clock. Yeah,
the whole thing. Let's set this play up. Let's set this entire play up, Mike.
Half court game. We played half court games.
Half court. Hold up. Run a pick because I'm still trying to set stuff up. But if you haven't been thanked, we understand that it's just you, a solo artist, doing your thing. So clap it up for DJ Cam. Y'all clap it up for DJ Cam. It's not about getting rich, but we will be rich, Shawnee Scott. It's not about getting rich.
It's not about it.
We doing this because this is what we love to do. But richness is good. Oh, Cam left the Instagram live. What happened?
We lost Cam.
Cam, I got to invite you back on my Instagram live. Hold up. Something's going on. Could be me. Also, let's say good morning to my man, the instigator, my mama's favorite, who thinks we're picking on him.
Exactly.
Even though she don't know the behind the scenes, she ain't never seen him after 4 or 5 double shots went down of the Cuervo. This is when we was on the Cuervo stuff right there. Y'all give it up for Jay Blizzy, Jay Black.
Good morning. Morning, people.
I'm trying to invite you, Jay.
I'm already there.
You already there? Oh, he's on. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me drop that. Okay, so we looking for DJ Cam. So what's good?
The thing
What it was good is the world. The world was good. What's going on in the news everywhere was good. That's what's good. I know you don't want to talk about it. I know. You get sick of it.
Like LL. Go ahead, Ken. Go ahead.
I'll say every time we go CNN-ish, that's when it goes left. And then we got
CNN, Fox News, MSNBC.
Yeah.
I forget what TV show did they did a bit. I think it was Uptown Comedy Club. I think it was them, and they turned the LL Cool J classic song. For those who don't know this, Google it. I'm bad to I'm mad.
Funny.
Let me acknowledge everybody on here. Hold up.
Oh yeah.
D Nice 2K14. What up? Download Free Agent Radio, the app, and Media Room 360, the app. Download those, and you can be a part of the whole situation. You'll get me, Cam, and Jay Black. Good morning, Queenborn 9. I see you up early in the morning with us. I see you.
And Kathy. Kathy was there.
Kathy, what's good?
Yep.
We got our riders.
I got a hoodie on that says "No Bad Energy." This hoodie right here that you see me rocking. Go follow Old School Cat, my oldest cousin.
Let me see that.
To write, it says "No Bad Energy," and I'm trying to keep this show lighthearted.
Nice.
You good? Not today. You can't. At least not this first hour. We need to talk about some things. Start off with the Capitol police officer. Remember the riots? What was that back in January, early January, when they rioted the Capitol, when they was incited by that former president, and a young lady got killed by one of the officers. And there's an uproar right now because in the news yesterday they announced that they're not charging that Capitol police officer in the murder of that Ashley Babbitt.
And nor should they. And nor should they.
There's a picture of Ashley Babbitt right there. So she got murdered. She was the one breaking in, and white people are Caucasians are really upset.
You see that hat she had on? They should blame that man who led that raid, who led that invasion, who led that terrorist act into the Capitol. Don't try and get at the person who was defending the Capitol, whose job was defending the Capitol. No, get at him. Janet Bush, good morning. Get at him.
Good morning.
Get at him. Do not try. Do not try this, y'all. It ain't gonna work.
They think, hey, she got murdered. That's not right. They want the officer charged.
I wish a black man or any minority would get caught in the middle of a crime of raiding somebody's house and get shot, and then you'd be like, why'd y'all shoot him? Y'all know why.
But some of the comments I was saying, oh, she wasn't posing a threat. And I was like, wait, ain't that a federal building that she's breaking in?
Hold up. Welcome to the world of not posing a threat. Welcome to that world. Welcome to the world of not posing a threat, Philando Castillo. Eric Gardner. Welcome to the world, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Come have fun with this. Come enjoy this. Sorry, she wasn't posing a threat. You were raiding the Capitol. And y'all bragged about it on cell phones. Y'all bragged about it, how it was a revolution. Y'all tried to get at congressmen and women by name. Y'all busted in their offices and you were a part of it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Come on in. Come enjoy what goes on when you now want to say, yeah, but we were just doing we have a civil right to be able to word for real.
No, you can't break into a federal building. And my wife had me laughing because all the comments, they all upset. My wife responded, everybody saying, well, I guess she should have complied. Because that's what they always say about, with a black person. So she's bucking everybody. I guess Ashley should have complied. I'm like,
I guess the officer who killed her was in fear of his life. Come on, join it. Come on, white people. Come join the fun. We're here for one day and one day only. Join the carnival. Oh, the police officer was in fear of his life and he killed somebody. Everybody, come on in this bitch. Use my curse early. Everybody come join in. Everybody come join in. Oh, you mad because somebody got killed when y'all raided the Capitol? Go ahead, get it. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead. Go do a protest.
So they're not charging him. So that officer has been protected, and I guess that's good for him. But for all of the Ashley supporters, the Trump supporters, they're really upset.
Hey, all y'all cats who are mad that the lady got killed at the Capitol, this is fake news right now. They said the officer that killed her said, "Oh my God, I thought it was my taser." Oh, come on in, y'all. Come enjoy when people get killed and BS excuses. Go ahead. Oh, I got one better than y'all. I got one better than that. In Dallas, Texas, Bohemian. I hate to say his name. I always say his name wrong. Gene. He got killed because the female officer said, another female officer, ironically said, I thought it was my apartment. Oh, I thought he was sitting on his couch in my apartment. I couldn't recognize my apartment. Oh, and he gets killed. Come on in, white folks. Come on. Enjoy. Come on. Y'all got to be kidding me. Y'all got to be kidding me right now.
Well, they upset. Mike.
Y'all got to be kidding me. I thought it was my taser. My bad. I thought it was my apartment. My bad. I didn't know my knee was killing him. It was on the upper part of his back. I think he really died because of a drug overdose. But if I did, my bad. Oh, that's what y'all. I love it. I love it. I love y'all want to get mad over this right now. Yeah, this country is coming to a point that I've never seen it before. That this is absolutely, sadly, amazing, but ironic, and it was gonna happen.
Some people,
y'all keep killing these black folks and minorities.
Some people got the nerve, Kathy said. They got the nerve to flip it back. Comply. Ashley didn't comply with the Capitol Police officer. Why was she breaking into a federal building to think that it's okay?
The scary part of this whole thing. I'm gonna be very careful how I choose my words. I said the scary part. When you cops always go to these people, and you always go to these protests where black people are there. And then y'all start, like in Minneapolis now, they were shooting off not tasers, but they were the tear gas. They were doing all that. And I was sitting there going, the scary part of this country, and if you have kids, you have family, this is scary. The scary part is when them thousands of people decide to retaliate to you cops. Because the numbers ain't on your side. The numbers ain't on your side. So when the media says peaceful protest, the numbers ain't on your side the day everybody decides it will no longer be a peaceful protest. And I don't want that to happen. But it's going to happen. Y'all going to keep pushing people with your effing police unions and all the stuff y'all do. I watched the video with my own eyes where a fat ass white cop, the suspect ran off. And I'm going to find that video. I saw it 100 times. He never took a step. He just shot him in the back. He never took a step.
Well, I think for the academy, they have to be in condition and shape. But I think after a while, they don't enforce that. It's like you can gain weight and not be healthy enough to want to go chase somebody. But I think when they're training, they have to. So I guess years later, you can gain weight and I'm not running. I'm just going to stand here.
I just want to say this. If an organization that isn't the police, just in regular life, if an organization continues to kill people that are part of your race and continues to kill people part of your race, what do you think actually winds up happening? That's all I'm saying.
The bully can't be the bully forever.
That's all I'm saying. And let me tell y'all something. And get mad. All the people get mad if you won't. Get mad. Instagram Live, download Free Agent Radio, the app, and Media Room 360, the app, so you can hear our conversation. Everybody get mad. Joe Biden said we still got to decide whether the case is whether she made a mistake or not, and we'll have to wait for further information. You see?
Wait, we're talking about
President Joe Biden, about the woman who grabbed the taser.
Oh, for the Kim Potter.
Yeah, the woman who grabbed the taser.
You got an image up right there. Yeah, they charging her though, right? She's getting charged with second-degree murder. I mean,
the president of the United States said, "Well, we're gonna have to get further information and see, if it was a mistake or not." God, if that was the other way around, I want to know if you guys would be asking if it was a mistake or not. I want to know if it was the other way around and that was a white woman in that car and the black cop said, "Oh, I didn't know if it was a taser or not," if there'd be a question.
Well, I think he has to be politically correct though, right? As the president, he can't rush, to the investigate, right?
Oh, it ain't that funny. He wasn't politically correct when he wanted everybody to come out, vote, and fight those Republicans. The Republicans are lying to you. He wanted y'all. He wanted all of us. He got me out there too.
That's true.
Oh, and President Obama, when this was happening to black people, where was the outrage? Where was the tears that you had on Sandy Hook? Y'all keep thinking. Y'all keep thinking either one of these parties are for you. Y'all keep thinking that. And yes, I would vote for President Obama 12 times over because I think he's a brilliant man. But there wasn't no black agenda being held, and it was appalling. Everybody was like, he can't just be the black president. He can't just be the president for black people. Whoa, God, it's funny. Every president up to that been the president for white people. Boy, oh boy.
But
y'all want me to be
no, but the Kim Potter with the manslaughter charge, looking it up, the most she can get is 10 years. That's if the judge, that's if she's found guilty and they sentence her. So the most is 10 years and like 20 grand in fines. She's out right now. She's out right now on bail though. She posted $100,000 or was
she got that 10%. She found that she got the 10%. Sweetheart, you know what the most disrespectful part of that video is, other than somebody's life being taken? Is the fact that somebody who's been a cop for 26 years said, holy ish, I shot him.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like something I would have done if I was a cop for 2 days. How do you say, holy ish? You've been a cop for 26 years and that's the response?
Oops, I made a mistake.
That she was close to saying, oops. She wanted to say, my bad.
My bad. I screwed that one up.
And if you watch the video on Instagram, when there's a white dude in his car, he says, I have a gun and I will shoot you. There's a video going on right now. I might have sent y'all. I don't know. Right now, a live video of a cop going to a white dude in his SUV. He has the gun. He has the gun in his hand and says, I will shoot you. Apprehended.
Wow.
Kathy,
I'll tell you right now.
You got, send it to that email, Kathy. Go ahead.
Whatever video you got, send it to the email. Y'all, let me tell you something. This is man, listen. Oh God, y'all gotta be kidding me right now. But you're not. I shouldn't even say those words. This is consistent. This is consistent. It's consistent. This is nothing new.
But 10
None
years,
of this
though?
is new.
10
No,
years
don't
is
do
the
10
max?
years. Don't do. Oh, yeah. 10 years the max.
That's the max for manslaughter. That's the max.
Those are the laws that are put in there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the laws. And she resigned.
Well, with her pension, right? And she can unretire. Can she unretire herself? She can come out of retirement and get hired somewhere else down the road.
Yeah, she can do Michael Jordan. She can be on the Washington Wizards. She can come right out. Man, I'm telling you, y'all. Whew.
Good morning, Tay.
Good morning.
Tay,
good morning to anybody on here. Good morning to anybody on here. The ridiculousness. I'm telling y'all. Until somebody, until a damn
call
it,
us,
until
Tay called 609-699-1386. Tay, I'm trying to see what you're talking about. She said he was right. I'm talking about the president. You're talking about Michael Shawn. Who was right?
609-699-1386. Until somebody in a higher power says we will not stand for you killing innocent people, no matter what they were doing. If they pose no threat, we're not going to deal with this anymore. You're not going to keep killing minorities and especially black people. Until a president says you are not going to kill black people who are unarmed. With the same tone I got, but a better voice.
Not as squeaky. We don't want the squeaky high pitch voice.
Not black and mild.
Not black and mild.
Until somebody says we will not.
Yeah.
You will not. Man, I will vote for Obama 1 billion times. But as a black man, why didn't that mother ever just say you will not keep killing black people?
Because he has to appeal to everybody, right?
Jay, you make stop.
All right. I'm just saying.
What's the point? What's the point of him being the back? If Martin Luther King is willing to die, and Malcolm X is willing to die, and thousands, Fred Hampton is willing to die, you can't say you will not kill innocent black people anymore.
So there's a cause you're willing to die for?
My kids. And if it means that my kids walking the streets are going to be treated unfairly and they could die, yeah, I am. But what's the point of dying when a person takes the highest position ever and doesn't say, you're going to stop killing black people? Because I know, I get it, y'all. Y'all don't have to educate me on what goes on behind the scenes and what he can't do and what he can't do and and all that other stuff. So what was the point then? We had a black president and he got worse.
I don't know about that, Mike.
Oh, it didn't?
I don't know about that.
Oh, it didn't.
Cam, jump in here, Cam. I don't know about that one.
So tell me how it didn't get worse.
It didn't get better. We look at what we're talking about right now.
Since he's left the office, them cops ain't killed more people. You ain't seen a story month after month after month after month, week after week.
We're doing this every morning.
I promise you, if white people were getting killed by cops right now, every police station in America would be flipped upside down and taken from the top, and new laws would be put in right now. If those are white young men, if those are white young women being killed right now, if those are white young men and women right now, this whole country would come to a stop. It would come to a stop right now. I'm like, nope. White people would be like, nobody's going to work. Nobody's walking out their house. You're going to do something about this. And listen.
Got Mike going.
I got myself in a point where I'm trying to get in a frame of mind to actually go to a comedy show tonight, which is going to be fire. Going to be fire at the Arlington Improv tonight. Get your tickets 817-635-5555. And in a sober mind, I'm trying to have fun with it. I'm trying to have a good time to have y'all laugh. That's why it's for worse, because they were mad that a black man was running the checks and balances won't allow black people to be protected.
That comment went a little over my head. You got to break that down.
The checks and balances won't allow black people to be protected. They can't. They're too entrenched. Black people being killed, it's American. Mm-hmm. This is America.
Hearts on your IG, Mike. Hearts.
This is America. This is America.
It happened since day one.
Since day one, they've been killing black folks.
Yeah.
From day one.
But how do you stop it?
And then when black people got their own Black Wall Street, and they were creating their own, it was burnt down and it was destroyed because the fear, because Public Enemy made an album called The Fear of a Black Planet. This is from a Puerto Rican who has Spanish, Indian, and African in him, who my culture of music comes from Africa. All that. The fear of a black planet is because equality, this country can't deal with equality, gender equality, any equality. They can't deal with equality because if we're all on the same playing field, the scariness pops in. Y'all scared about that situation. If we level the playing field and go, okay, everybody gets the same education, everybody gets the same opportunity, every neighborhood is safe. Good morning, Jackie. That problem's a whole different problem. Whole different problem. Goodness gracious.
Kathy, Shiny had to step away, so no, I don't have it yet. I'm trying to do this, so yeah. It may be some delays or mistakes, Kathy. Just
Jay's in control.
I'm trying to keep up.
We're missing our woman.
Yes.
That's called gender equality. When we admit that the woman, Shawnee Scott, Media Room 360, we need you.
Yes. Yes.
And it might show as the show continues.
As the show continues.
Did we shifting gears and switching from all this heavy stuff to talk about the auction in Texas? Oh wait, that's just as heavy. The racist auction.
Oh, the auction in Texas.
What are we talking about, Mike?
Alito ISD. If I'm not pronouncing it correctly, the white kids on Snapchat had an N-word auction.
Auction. Like they were selling.
They were selling their black friends. See, white people don't get mad at me and be like, oh, you always coming at white people until you come at other white people for having an N-word auction. Matter of fact, you know what? And the only reason I'm not doing this is because I'm not in New York City. Jay Black, don't say the N-word. Tell me, Cam, tell me exactly what that auction was. What's it called?
What auction?
The N-word auction. They had an N-word auction where white kids were auctioning off their black friends, and it was an N-word auction. But I need the word.
All right, let me play
the actual word.
No. I need the actual word, Jay Black. Don't rush me. I know what I'm doing here. I need the actual word.
Oh, you want me to say the word?
Yes.
Nigger.
Auction. Stop taking the word out and say an N-word auction. Let's say what the word was.
Mm-hmm.
The word was what, Cam?
Nigger.
Auction. That's what these little bastards were doing, and they ain't learned that on their own. They ain't create that on their own. They got that from a household. They got that from a household.
So racism is taught, you saying? It ain't.
It's inbred now. Generation after generation. In Texas, good old Texas, you know, we don't have no goddamn COVID. We don't wear no mask in Texas. We don't wear no mask. We ain't scared of that virus. I don't give a damn if some spit happens to hit in my eye. I ain't scared of the COVID, you cowards. But I tell you what we do have. We got our kids in high school, and they got an auction. But see, I can't, even though I'm impersonating a redneck and I'm impersonating the racist, I can't say it. Cam, what type of auction was it? What was the word?
Nigger.
Auction.
Good morning.
Where we actually put our value on our black friends and we call them the N-word and we auction them off. I dare y'all radio stations, y'all cowards, to actually go all the way in. I dare y'all radio stations to go all the way in. In Texas. All you radio stations in Texas. This is the venom that you're supposed to have. This is the venom that you're supposed to have.
For those who don't understand what Mike is talking about, here's a little piece of it.
Students on the 9th grade campus had a Snapchat group labeled with a racial slur and the word auction, where they pretended to bid on black classmates, offering $100 for one and $1 for another. A parent of a student mentioned in the group confirmed a screenshot was sent to their son.
So they confirmed.
And I promise you, all the radio stations in Texas were like, this is crazy. I can't believe I'm so... No, say it. You bastards got a hell of a nerve to be sitting up there having that auction. And every kid should be punished and every parent should be punished. Because we in Texas. We don't give a damn about nothing, people. Understand, them N-words is going to be them N-words to the day they die. We got our kids having an auction. Spread the word on my Instagram live, you cowards. Because y'all be scared to death to lose some ratings.
I did have a question. Like, how did they rate? Like, who was the person who only went for $1? Like, what was the $100 for some, $1 for other? I thought that was.
Let me tell you something there, brother Jay Black, your N-word. Let me tell you how we decide how we do this. Let me tell you how we decide how to do this. It's the strongest. Just like our brothers and sisters did back in the slave times. It was the people who was the strongest, and the women who were the light-skinnedest and the prettiest. They got the higher. They had the higher ratings. We don't love those light-skinned ones. We brought them in the house. We brought them all the way in the house. Yes, we did. But right now, if you happen to have natural hair, God forbid you have natural hair, you don't look like my wife with your hair like that. They got the lower numbers. They got the lower numbers. Go ahead. Let me see that outrage.
Totally disgusting. Shorty says, yeah.
No, you know what? Go call those radio stations and tell them, where's the outrage at? Oh, I forgot the owner's wife. I forgot the producer's wife, too.
But there are white people that go fight for the cause and understand wrong is wrong, though, right?
Oh yeah, you sound like they are black folks, and we like some of those black folks right there. You know, they are very humble, and they don't cause no problems. They don't cause no problems here. So we like those black folks. Those black folks don't look us directly in the eye.
As long as it's not affecting their money. If it's affecting their money, yeah, of course they're gonna get upset.
And tell them on Instagram Live. Go tell somebody I said it. Go tell somebody I said it, because I was on that damn radio station, and I know I couldn't have gone in like this, even though it's warranted and it's something that should be done. Run and tell that.
Cali girl on your IG said, uneffing believable. Storm, like, yo, this is crazy. A nigga auction. Yeah, that was facts.
What was it, Jay? What was it again?
Oh, that got me
What
caught
was
up.
it?
Cam, what was it, Cam? Say it,
No,
Cam,
no. You a black man. Don't play with me, Jay. I'm not even giggling right now. What is it?
It was a nigga auction, is what they called it. They called it a nigga auction. Not the N-word.
Yes.
Say the word.
Yeah.
Say the word. Don't N-word me to death. Say the word.
You don't need to dance on this one. Shucking and jiving.
They had an auction. Wow. Can you imagine how many auctions they had before this? Y'all are kidding me right now. Y'all are kidding me right now. And trust me, at least shout to Charlemagne in the Breakfast Club. At least shout to Charlemagne, who will address this seriously and go all the way with it. At least, like, God bless Russ Parr, because he'll come on and do something. I'm not playing with y'all. You cats are out of control. God, I want to be white for 24 hours just so I can be in this much denial. I want to be white for 24 hours. You know why I want to be white for 24 hours? Just so I can do simple stuff and go to the store and browse and not become the browsee. I want to be white for 24 hours just so when I commit a crime, I get apprehended. For a traffic stop. I want to be white so they just give me a ticket. When I don't have my license plate, even though I have a temporary tag on the back, when I have my license plate, they don't ask me to get out the car, even when I'm in uniform protecting this country. Man, listen.
Don't be having no air fresheners hanging from your rearview mirrors.
Don't be having no air fresheners making your car smell good. Boy, what you need your car to smell good for? Your car should smell like a goddamn car. What you need an air freshener for? Y'all don't want this. Angry. Call me angry. Please call me angry, because angry ain't even the tip of the iceberg. Angry ain't even the tip of the iceberg out here, y'all. Y'all on my Instagram Live, download Free Agent Radio. Shout out to everybody who DM'd me and said they download Free Agent Radio. Thank you to Monica. There was like 6 other people. Download Free Agent Radio or Media Room 360.
Crazy, have to remove mine. Yeah. I talked to a couple of cops, and they said sometimes they use that as a tactic if they think it may lead to something else. That's a reason, because
air freshener. Please, somebody explain to me, because I'm ignorant. What does the air freshener do?
It can distract your viewing, so it can be a distraction from your vision. So therefore, it's not supposed to be hanging from your rearview mirror.
And that radio's a distraction, and everything's a distraction. You should not be allowed to eat in your car while you're driving.
Eating or arguing with your spouse or a mate, like, it's so many things that's a distraction. But it's a probable cause for them to pull you over to have that conversation, which will probably lead to a suspended license or a warrant or weed, or they're hoping for something else. That's the goal. And
if you're a radio broadcast, if you're a radio company, and you literally own hundreds of stations in this country, how do you play music right now? How do you play music right now? Y'all kill me. We still gonna play these songs talking what they talk about. We still gonna play these songs talking what we're talking about. I'll stop the whole programming. I'll stop everything. I know you got clients, but I stop everything and say, this is what we're going to talk about.
You stopping that money? Crazy.
That's why I'm saying thing like, okay, it sounds good.
You doing? Oh, you think we doing it for the culture? Man, culture, nothing. Doing it for the bread. Doing it for the bag.
I stop everything. This is what we're going to do. All these hundreds of whatever, we put the call out. We worth 500, 600 million. We put the call out. Ask Obama to see if former President Obama will get on and ask him the real questions. Don't give me what we got to, don't tell me all that. Y'all been telling us the same thing year after year after year after year after year after year. Don't give me the slide talk. Tell me how racist this country is.
So you just want people to admit it. You want white folks to just admit it.
I wanted the person that I admire on a high level to say, this is a racist country. And they have treated black people horribly from the beginning of time. And this is disgusting. And something has to change. And I'm going to initiate the change. Now, granted, if that man would have said that, there's a good chance his life would have been taken.
I'm sitting there waiting for you to finish so I can say that. He's jeopardizing.
But then this is the problem I have. If somebody can't say that and we're still in the circumstance that we can't say that and the circumstances are still that bad, then what has changed? Other than we, minorities, have figured out how to make money. We figured out the game. Either you got a jump shot, either you're selling crack rock, or you got a wicked jump shot. We figured that out. And then the ball players got that money, and then they started making a change within the community. It wasn't nothing that was given. It wasn't no thing like, yo, we can't do this no more. We have to pass this. You can't do this no more.
Shut up and dribble. Shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble. Magic Johnson had to manipulate the game and hang with his little white folks, but he manipulated the game and get power and all that other stuff. But there's a certain time where like, enough is enough. Think about this. And I hate to scurry off on this. People will think you're crazy if they say black men should create their own NBA, their own basketball league. I'm like, how could they do that? Because it's their game. They dominate the game. Any other industry would say, listen, if we can corner the market, we should start our own business.
Kathy got a good point on the comment there. He came close to saying it when he said, I am Trayvon Martin. I remember that.
So why did George Zimmerman get off? And why didn't you put the pressure of God? Why didn't you put the pressure of God on them? Yeah. Why don't you send your legal team and say, look, y'all playing too much, but we're going to put this legal team. Why wasn't there another legal team put in place and going like, I am Trayvon Martin, and guess what? His murderer will go free.
Find something on George Zimmerman. Yeah, they found something on OJ. Then they get him for stealing his memorabilia back and got all them years. Yeah, so find something else. Find something.
No, just have the lawyers that are super powerful who would have went in there and nailed that open and shut case. The 911 operator told him not to get near him. Do not get near him.
Stand down. Yeah.
Mind your business. Interpretation.
No, I'm neighborhood watch. This guy looks suspicious. He got a hood on and he black.
My goodness gracious, man.
Man, I guess if we shift gears, and we might as well finish this hour out with a bang. You saw everywhere the racist Ken, because I guess we got racist Karen. Now we got the Ken that was in the young black guy Mike in the neighborhood, and the husky dude was.
Oh yeah, the husky dude. You coward, you husky ass. He was walking around, and then when a female and other black people were in front of your house, you ain't want to come out. And let me tell you, I don't know the whole story behind what happened because there's a lot of stories going on. But dog, you're not tough. I know tough dudes. I give more respect to that young skinny dude who stood in front of you. You not tough.
He He seemed tough. He sounded tough. He was a little intimidating to the young boy, but he stood his.
That young boy stood his ground and tried to explain, knowing I'm going to lose this fight. That young boy wasn't even half your age, probably. He was probably like 10 or 12 years younger. You're an Army lieutenant or whatever the hell you are, an Army sergeant or whatever. You were intimidated. You don't. This is what kills me. And I know, like, dog, you don't want no problem with somebody with any type of edge. You don't want no problem with any type of edge. Any type of edge. You caught a little young boy with them Vans on, chilling, half your size, and you was Tough Records, and your wife was Tough Records, and you don't want, and this is so basic, and this argument is so basic. You don't want that smoke with anybody with half the edge of the people that normally I know. You don't want that problem with anybody with half the edge, because he would have been like, "What are you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? You ain't got no gun. I'll take that ass whipping if it comes to that, because I'll take that ass whipping. And I know where you live, and that's what you don't want. You don't want that hood problem."
Well, it started. But for those who didn't see what Mike is talking about, if you're on a Media Room 360, you're watching this on Roku or Apple TV, anywhere, here's the video, Free Agent Radio. You can listen.
Go away right now.
Hey, they've already been called. They're just waiting. You know what? Maybe you should hang on a little longer. We'll see how it goes. Then we won't have to get the report by ourselves.
What is it you're doing here?
Walking.
Then walk.
Okay, that's what I was doing. Well, you've been here like 15 minutes now.
Let's go. Walk away.
Keep walking.
Walk away. I already walked away. Walk away right now. You need help? You got this on camera. I'm happy to help you. I didn't hit you. There's a difference between
Pretty
pushing
sure
you.
you were the aggressor, buddy.
You're aggressing on the neighborhood.
Someone came running at
Walk back.
You better walk away. You walk away. You're talking to my wife right now.
That's your wife?
Walk away.
I didn't do
Walk
it.
away.
Your wife was speaking.
Check it out. You either walk away or I'm going to carry your ass out of here.
Dude, if you touch
What do you
me,
want to do?
You better not touch me.
Or
I'm
what?
not arguing
What are you going to do?
You up on me?
Let's go. Walk away.
I didn't do anything to you.
I'm about to do something to you. You better start walking.
I didn't do anything to her.
You better start walking
So
right
when
now.
you come after me like that,
I ain't coming after
you're the one in the
you.
wrong.
You're in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. Get out. Get out.
I live here, sir.
Where? Where's your house? What's your address?
Maybe we should walk you home.
You can't walk me home.
Oh, you bet. You want to bet what I can do?
I live here, sir.
Okay,
Right
what's
now,
your
you're
address?
harassing the
I'm
neighborhood.
not harassing anyone walking through the neighborhood. I live in, sir.
Where? But check it out. We are a tight-knit community.
Okay.
We
How
take
long
care
have
of
you
each
been
other.
here? How long have
A
you
hell of a
been
lot
living
longer
here?
than your ass, because
How
I
long
have
have you
never
been
seen
living
you
here?
before in my
How long
life.
have you been living here?
That's
Why
none
does
of your
that even
business.
matter to you?
How long have you been
It
living
doesn't
here?
matter. You know what? Get the hell out of my face.
You've been
Get
here
out of my
for-
face.
You walked up to me.
Check it out, motherfucker. I ain't playing with you. You either get your ass.
All right. I guess we've seen enough. Yeah.
So there was a side story where somebody said on Instagram, and I hate reporting this, but it was on Instagram, that supposedly that him and this white girl were actually dog walking partners, and she had claimed that he tried to pull something on her pants or her shorts or whatever like that, which I found that hard to believe, because if that was the case, then Mr. Tough White Army guy would have mentioned that. And so this is all confusing. So I can only go by the video. You're a coward, dog. You're a coward. He was walking. You're not tough. You're not tough. And I'm not tough, but promise you that was a young man. That wasn't a grown man you were talking to. That was a young dude you were talking to. A young dude. A young dude that ain't he was be, and you know what the young dude said? If you touch me and you didn't, but you pushed him,
That's touching. That's assault, and that's what I think he got charged. What did he get charged with?
he caught charges for that. You
Third
just
degree.
never, you know what's
Third
funny?
degree assault and battery. He got.
You never get, and I know it's like a movie. You never get the right person, and I'm not saying that this kid is not the right person. I mean, you never get the right person for the repercussions. You never get the dude. Y'all never run up on the dude that y'all don't want it with. You wouldn't be that tough. If he was your size, you would not be that tough. I'm just talking about basic skills, not intellectually right now. I'm not going into an extra intellectual debate. I'm saying just basic skills. You wouldn't be that tough. Matter of fact, if Cam at 6'2" or 6'3" would have been that dude walking. Now with me and Jay, you would have, but you would have caught it. Because you would have put hands on me. But if Cam was walking at 6'2", 6'3", you wouldn't have done
You
that.
wouldn't even try it, yeah.
But you would have tried us and promised me on everything I love, I'm not a tough guy. Grandma was pissed because her granddaughter was friends with a black kid and the guy pushed him twice, once before the video started.
And it was in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, Kathy. That's where he's from.
So why did you come out? And then when a black woman and the squad, and I shouldn't say the squad because that's what they want us to say, the people who are protesting in front of the house came out, you ain't want to come out the house because now you know what the problem is.
Oh, it's going down now. They out there. It was a peaceful protest that turned violent last night, and because now everybody know where you live at. It's on IG, is everywhere. So they out there, and they had to remove the guy and his family from their house because it's getting hectic.
So yeah, they had to remove the family. Come outside with your shorts and no shoes on.
Come on, Cletus. Come on.
Come on out. Come
on, Cletus.
Hold on, we ain't even got to get that. This is what I'm talking about. We ain't even got to get this whole protest. Just get one person and say, listen, just come see him. Everybody got the one person. No, just come outside and just come tell him, I want you to say exactly what you said to that skinny young black man to him. Just come on out.
Say it again one more time. Tell him.
No, just, what you said. Yeah. Hold up. And action. Go ahead. Action.
Say it. No, remember you said go. Yeah, remember what you said? Say it again. Go.
Hold up. Cut. Excuse me, sir. You forgot to push. We need to push.
Need to push.
The push is in the script. And
in the octave.
Yeah, and the octave, and then we
gotta go up an octave.
Matter of fact, we're gonna take this scene because we got the first part. The first part is fine. The first part is great. We want to take this scene. We want to start the scene straight from the push. We want to start the scene from the push. And action. Cut. Why won't you push him?
Why won't you?
What are you doing? We're trying to reenact what happened, but we have a black man who is exactly your size. All we want you to do is do the same thing you did. That's all. Now, come on. We got a budget. We got time constraints. We need it to happen. Take it from the push, big man, and action.
I don't want to act no more.
If you don't push him.
Acting ain't for everybody. No.
Okay. You didn't like that. Okay. Can we take it from the part where your wife got tough? Can we just take it from there? Can we take it from there when you said, you're talking to my wife? Okay, so what I want you to do is, excuse me, white girl, can you come here for a second? Because we need you to say, do we need to walk you to your house? So we're going to take it from there. He's going to respond. And then you're going to say, you're talking to my wife. You fake ass Hulk Hogan. You're talking to my wife. All right, so Miss White Girl, we need you to do your part, and we're gonna start from here. And we need your husband to be the man, and that he had the same manly and all the testosterone. Okay, all right. So then he's gonna say, "You're talking to my wife," and do we need to walk you all the way home? Okay, you white people ready? You ready? And action. Nope. Nope. You won't. Nope. You won't. You won't at all. Everybody on my IG Live, download Free Agent Radio, the app, or Media Room 360. Download them both. They're free, so you can hear my partners on here saying what they got to say. Media Room 360. You can hear you guys on Instagram Live. You hear Jay Black, but I want you to hear DJ Cam. Apple TV, Amazon, Roku TV, YouTube, Facebook,
Twitch. What up, Twitch? Who watching on Twitch? What up? Yes, and we got a credit advisor coming up in 30 minutes. So anyone, y'all got credit questions, tax questions. This would have been an old deadline, but they extended it. But yeah, we got Mr. Darrell Washington coming up in 30 minutes. So get those questions ready.
If you have questions, if your credit is screwed up, my credit was at like a 5 something, and I got it up to like 750 and above that. So if you want help doing that, we have somebody who can help you. So that should tell you right now on my IG Live that you should download Free Agent Radio, the app, Media Room 360, the app, so you can be a part of it. Anybody watching us on Media Room 360, any of the streaming platforms, we would love your comments on this. We would love your comments on anything. Good morning.
Shorty Doo-Wop is up now. Shorty Doo-Wop, you missed Mike going on his rant. He going in. Mike making people say the N-word. He's calling people out. He ain't trying to hear it this morning.
I never forget. I was on the air because I being on radio in New York, it was different. So I was on the air in out here in Texas, and God bless y'all. When I do the Texas thing, I'm doing the white guy. I'm not doing all the support I got and all the love I got from all my African Americans, all my Hispanics, and white people that I got out here. So when I got out here, they were talking about somebody using the N-word. I forget what story it was. Mind you, this is 8 years ago, and we was still having people slip up, say intentionally the N-word, say intentionally. And then I said, so I can't believe, and I said the word, I can't believe. So he called them, and they were like, I can't believe you said it. These were black people.
These are black people.
I can't believe you said it. I said, yeah, but that's what he said. Like, why are we sugarcoating it? See, when you say the N-word, you sugarcoat it.
What do you mean?
You sugarcoat what you don't say. You're upset over a word being said.
Yeah.
So when you say the N-word, you let them off the hook. Every newscast should have a black person. Every newscast should have a black person. So the white person could say, this is what they did. Jay Black, what type of auction was it? It was a
nigger. Was it nigga? Was it nigga or nigger?
Oh, no, it was a hard R. It was a hard lynching R. Okay. It came with a noose.
It came with a noose. Good morning, Mo. Yeah.
They should have black people that can say it so you can feel the effect. Don't. Y'all, we be letting them off the hook. They use the N-word. They use the N. No, we be letting them off the hook. Sugarcoating is not saying exactly what happened. When a woman gets raped, they say she got raped.
Mm-hmm.
When a person is killed, they said the person got killed.
Right.
When a person is called what, Jay Black?
A nigga.
They were not called the N-word. That's not what was done. They did not put, if they would have put, they did not put on, when these kids did their auction, they did not put N-word auction. They did not.
Can we make the N-word a curse word?
I think, in my opinion, the N-word is a curse word.
Yes. You don't hear it getting played on anything.
The N-word is a curse word.
No. All right. Just want to make sure it's the official curse word. Isn't that same? All right.
I can't speak for all black people at all. Not one, because I'm Puerto Rican. I wish black people one day just decide, you know what we're going to do to end all the drama. You know, we're going to have this meeting. Okay. We're not going to say the N-word. But now if you say it, now people get punched in the face.
Oh, what, if black people say it?
No. If anybody out already, no, I wish they was like, no,
it's our word.
No. I'm saying I know this is hypothetical. I know
okay.
It's impossible.
Oh,
but if all black people say, yo, the N-word is dead.
But people say you give it the power when you make it a big deal.
Oh, the N-word is what it is. It was created by people getting lynched, killed, castrated. Their daughters will get raped. People give more power to the word.
Yep, exactly.
No, you don't give much. Y'all so fascinated by being able to say it.
Mm-mm.
If all black people just said, you know what, we're gonna end the gray area. We're just not going to say it at all. Just us. We decided, hey, nobody's saying it.
What up, my homie?
But now if you say it,
what up, my nig?
It's a problem.
Can we say nig? Can we abbreviate it?
I'm telling you, it's the most powerful word I've ever heard in my life.
What up,
Because honestly, think about this. One word. If you told all black people, they couldn't, like, they agreed we couldn't use it. People would be in an uproar over not using a word.
It's our freedom.
Not domestic violence. Not kids being born from kids, from teenagers. Not pedophilia. But if we said, if all minorities said the N-word would not be used, people would be in an uproar, dog.
Jeanette said, switch it to ninja. What up, my ninja?
Hey, man. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. Yeah, they'd be rappers. They'd literally be rappers that couldn't make a song.
Yep.
If I take the N-word from you rappers, I take the B word from you rappers, and I say you can't talk about getting high or having money, you couldn't make a song.
Oh, I still got selling drugs. I shot 20 people.
Let's take that one out. You can't talk about selling drugs or killing somebody. You can't make a song.
Wait, no curse word? No
curse words. No talking about the rich. No talking about the B word you're knocking off. No talking about the drugs you formerly sold. And no shooting nobody.
All I got left is my baby mom.
That's it. And you can't even call her the B word. You can't even call it. Y'all can't. I'm giving y'all a song. Y'all probably could pull off a song, an album.
Tasha, Rakim.
And it would be Rakim, of course.
You gotta go back to the throwbacks.
You gotta go, yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's right. To the essence, not the nonsense.
Because Hove could do it with no problem. Nas could do it with no problem. Lauryn Hill did it.
And very successful. Yeah, that album was crazy.
But if I take that from y'all, y'all can't even make a song right now. Y'all don't even know how to look or sound cool without that.
LL can do it. They said Heavy D did it.
Oh, but let me get this straight. Before I say that, Kendrick Lamar could do it. Big Sean could do it. J. Cole could do it. Rhapsody could do it. There's another guy. Oh man, I just heard his song. I believe the baby could do it. It's just the laziness is that in order to sound hot.
Oh, you fitting in and wanting to appeal to the masses. I like that guy, Joyner Lucas. You like Joyner Lucas?
Joyner Lucas can do it. Yeah, we got to get on something fun, y'all.
All right.
We got to get on. And I don't even know if it's possible. We got to get on something fun right now.
That first hour was needed. You had to address all of those concerns. It's smack dead in our face. And
if you're listening on Free Agent Radio right now, call 609. It don't even matter what you're listening on. Drake could do it because somebody would write it for him. Ha
ha. That was good.
His ghostwriter could definitely do it. His ghostwriter nice.
Yeah, that was too Mike.
609-699-1386 on Instagram Live. If you have a comment on Instagram Live, I want to hear your voices. 609-699-1386. Call up and tell us your opinion.
On anything. Yeah,
on anything. Are you mad? Are you happy? Are you sad? Or are you horny? Women.
Are you horny? Whoa.
Yeah, I just want to put that out there so I don't miss a whole hour.
Yeah, you just missed it. Yeah, because Mike covered the Capitol officer not being charged in the murder of Ashley Babbitt. And the white folks are really upset.
Why'd you kill me? All I did was run up in the Capitol. I don't understand what the problem was. Why would you shoot me?
In a federal building. So they're upset, saying that she didn't oppose the threat and she shouldn't have been killed. But then he's not being charged. So I guess Ashley should have complied, as my wife said that they said about all of the black folk. Well, Ashley should have complied. But Kim Potter, she got the second degree manslaughter charges.
She didn't get none. She's being charged, and now we got to find out if she's going to be indicted, because they got to go through that whole situation to see if they have enough evidence to indict her, and then we'll go through a whole court thing, and that'll take 6-7 months, and we'll see what happens after this.
And the most she can get is 10 years if she is convicted, if they even give her the 10 years.
And you know what I feel bad for? Because people will be like, yo, all y'all get revved up, and then 8 months later, it done died out. Y'all ain't got then they go to court 12 months later and y'all done died out and nobody got the same enthusiasm. People, everybody has a life. It's the justice system that's supposed to have the stamina to follow through. But the justice system is so racist that they make the people protesting say, like, you should spend the rest of your life following this. It's not our job. We brought attention to it. Do your racist. Stop being so racist and put the law and apply the law to every race the same. Let me tell you something. You know how simple it is to end racism? Apply the laws equally and give everybody their equal rights and equal opportunity. Give everybody the same equal education. Treat people not on their race, but the character that they have. Give everybody equal. Do you understand? It drives me crazy. This system can't treat people equally. For the beginning of time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kathy, with Shiny gone, just send it to my personal email, Kathy, imjblack826@gmail, imjblack826@gmail, and I can look at it real quick and get it on.
When Shawnee is gone, we got to give our personal phone number. The last 4 numbers of my social are 1312. Like every
come to the house. Like,
you got to come to the crib. Come to the crib.
Right, you got to come to the crib.
You got to come over. It's very sad. Did you hear that Floyd's girlfriend was Wright's teacher back in the day? Yo, there's a thing that I'm going to read. The connect. It goes further than that.
6 degrees of separation.
It goes further than that. It goes back to Fred Hampton. It goes back to I'm going to find that post. And I'm going to read that. All those are Instagram Live. Listen, man, I can only tell you one more time. Download Free Agent Radio, the app, and Media 360, the app. We're on TV in 40 million homes.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is watch, and I want y'all to be a part of these conversations. I want y'all, trust me, I'm funny. I'm going to be funny. Well, we've been kind of funny, but we're going to be real funny. We're going to have a good time, but this has to be addressed, but we want to hear your voices.
All right, we got a call.
Who we got? Free Agent Radio, who's this?
Street music in the building. What's up, family?
What's good, homie? Where you calling? First of all, where you calling from?
Oh, Michael Shawn don't know who this is. I'm calling from Georgia right now. I'm in Georgia.
This is Roscoe.
This your family.
What up, Roscoe? What's good? But you still got to tell the listeners. You got to tell the listeners where you call. So you in Georgia, homie. What you got to say? First of all, thank you. Thank you for calling. Thank you for supporting, Roscoe. What you got to say?
Yeah. Oh, man, that's crazy. You know, when people in denial of what they have done for so many years, that's why it's as backwards. That's, you know you've been doing this for centuries. And you run up in a building talking about, like you said, why you shoot at me?
Why you shoot at me?
Why you shoot at? You know, that's crazy.
This is little old me running up in the Capitol. What am I doing?
Right. Like she ran up in the poor house and shot and killed the man. He in his house.
Yeah, I thought this was my apartment. Why y'all so mad? I thought this was my apartment. I mean, I know we ain't got the same couch.
Exactly. I'm a police officer, so open the door. That's crazy. But like I said, when you in denial of history and you believe in that fake history, you know, you have to be in denial of all the stuff that you did to copper color people, non-white people. You have to turn the cheek and say, "Oh, my dad didn't do that. They didn't do that to us."
Well, hold up, Roscoe. This is my thing. And everybody say what you want. It's not denial. You know what it is. It just benefits. No. It just benefits you. This system benefits you. So why would I want to address it and change it?
See, that's the denial right there. Because
that's not denial, dog. That's not. You got the words confused. They absolutely know what it is. It's not denial. The denial is the untruth. Wait, Roscoe. The untruth is that you scared to say it. You scared to say I know exactly what happened, but I benefit from it, so I'm not gonna cause a fuss over it.
crazy. That's my thing is this. I hear what you're saying, but because you're not saying anything, that's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem. You know, but yeah, man, it's crazy. But we got to wake up. Everybody got to wake up. You know, get mad. You know, stop listening to. They bringing out the preachers to make you calm down. Stop falling for that. You know.
Oh yeah, the preachers are hilarious. The preachers are hilarious.
Calm down. Calm down. Don't do nothing.
Calm down. Just make sure you come to my congregation on Sunday and make sure you tithe. Calm down, everybody. Calm down.
Yeah, see.
Just make sure you get to church on Sunday, whether it be virtually or in person. Just make sure you get to church on Sunday. Make sure you tithe. Everybody calm down. Oh no, the white man didn't come up to me and tell me to calm y'all down. I did it on my own. Shut your ass up.
Right. Exactly.
Let me tell you something. I'm not even built for a civil war. I don't want a civil war. But you tell me one movement ever was successful without violence, and I'll wait.
There you go. That's real talk right there. That's real talk.
Mm-hmm.
But we forgot that because we got, you know, because I call it war. We lost the war. So we just accepted and said, this is better than it was, but it ain't. It ain't.
Let me tell you something. I don't want the NBA because we always have power in these sports. So I know what I'm asking is unrational. It's not rational. It's not rational what I'm asking right now. But if every black athlete said, you know what? We're done.
See?
We're done. And every owner would go, what? You know, we're not going to pay you. And if every athlete was able to go, because listen, the entertainment business, athletics is where the power that we have. And if everybody said, hey, all you billionaire owners, we're not playing anymore.
Right.
And maybe then all these owners would go to these damn politicians and say, y'all better change something because y'all not messing up our money. Because that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's money.
Yeah.
When the owner goes, no, hold up. Y'all not, no, y'all gonna have to, listen, if every minority decided they're not spending any more money, these cats would wise up.
That part.
But you know what? With that, you know, that minority stuff, you know, once again, listen, white people, Caucasians, however you want to lay it down, couch it, they only make up 10% of the population. Now think about this. They call in the majority, people classified as non-white, a minority. You gotta realize this.
No, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. But the brainwash is the brainwash. And I know Jay's like, they couldn't stop playing. Let me give you one example. They couldn't stop playing ball. Let me give you one example. LeBron James wanted to stop playing in the bubble. He wanted to call, but Obama called him.
How about this? You said, when I asked you, I said, Mike, is there a cause that you would die for or whatever? And you said your family. So a ball player, if they're not LeBron James rich with already $100 million in the bank, they can't afford to do that. So they're sacrificing their family. So to say I'm gonna give up my salary with basketball, I don't know if that's realistic.
Well, their salary is guaranteed, but let's just say LeBron got talked out of it. Let me tell you something. If LeBron would have walked away from that bubble, none of that bubble would have counted. Nothing that happened would have counted.
We don't need them to walk away. Guess who? If we walk away, that's who pays their salary.
And you're right on that.
Yeah.
But you're 100% until you have somebody willing to do what Muhammad Ali did.
He gave it up.
Well, you know, Muhammad Ali was getting that knowledge. He was getting coached. So
no, I understand it. And LeBron had that knowledge, and they had to call in the superpowers. They had to call Obama in. He could talk him into, no, you know, the way we do it is we're going to infiltrate the system, and we're going to be a part of the system. And if LeBron would have walked, you know how many millionaires who are worth hundreds of millions of dollars in the NBA could have walked away out of that bubble and never been affected?
Money talk, and he let people who don't mean good by us talk him out of doing something that he could chill for the rest of his life, but would have been beneficial for all of us.
And I'm not saying it's easy. Roscoe, thank you so much for calling. Keep supporting. Dog, we got super love for you. Please spread the word about Free Agent Radio, Media Room 360. Yep. Just download those apps. Thank you, dog, because I gotta take a black and mild break. I'm stressed. No, there was so many. Hey,
Ross,
so
I'm
many.
You off air too.
Yeah. All right.
All right, bro.
Thank you, Ross. Thank you so much.
Yeah, peace.
Them NBA players could have really walked out, though.
I'm not doing it. I'm making league minimum. I'm not going.
I'm not talking about you, Jay. I'm talking about Damon Lillard. I'm talking about LeBron James. I'm talking about the stars. I'm talking about Jason Tatum.
At that point,
Joel Embiid. I'm talking about Ben Simmons. I'm talking about the Greek Freak. I'm talking about the starters on Denver. Wasn't nobody gonna miss a meal.
But the product's still gonna happen because we still got me. They got me. They got five of me. They got five of you.
You're a bench player. Ain't nobody watching you.
Oh no, the league is not going to work with the last 5 players on the roster.
Replacement refs. They gonna have some ball players that they gonna have them bench players.
Who is gonna watch that, Jay? In the NBA finals, in the NBA playoffs.
I just need my check. All I know is I need my check. I'm not giving my check up to hurt the family.
Hey,
I'm not doing it.
Jay, you remember the Scab League when they had this? Were you watching football then? Were you still?
Yeah, when the Scabs came up.
22. I don't know.
Remember how packed those stadiums were?
Remember how that worked out?
Yeah.
You remember that? You remember Scab? You remember that? You forgot about that half year?
I was just having an opposing view because I know a bunch of NFL players or basketball, them league minimum people. That's like, man, that's kind of tough when they might only be making I ain't say only, but 400, 500,000.
Okay, well they don't have to. I just want the stars who are financially secure to. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
But the
minimum dude, you should stay there.
The move, it's going to look ugly. It's going to look very bad.
Kyrie Irving is listen. Kyrie Irving rubs me the wrong way in a lot of ways, but Kyrie Irving, I'm telling you right now, Kyrie is on the verge. Mark my words, everybody. I said a lot about Kyrie, so I want to make this clear that Stephen A. Smith ain't gonna say this. All them cats ain't gonna say it. Kyrie Irving is on the verge of walking away
from basketball or from
basketball because of what is going on. Yeah. Kyrie Irving is on the verge. He wants to say it when I want to retract something, not retract, but go back to it. When he got mad at Schroeder from the Lakers for calling him the N-word, which I was confused because 2 black guys. And he got offended on that. That just shows me where his mind's at. He's sick of this. Max Kellerman on ESPN multiple times, they said Kyrie Irving is an intelligent person. And multiple times Max Kellerman said, well, why is he intelligent? Like, what?
Well, why is he intelligent?
Kyrie Irving's on the verge. The scariest thing for this country is to have too many minorities financially free. Financially free is the scariest thing. See, y'all done built it up, right? So much on this Michael Jordan. I'm not talking about like accomplishments and who's better, but y'all done built it up that y'all got LeBron and y'all have had LeBron trapped and trying to be better than Michael Jordan. And LeBron's on another one on the verge of saying, you know what? Why am I chasing this white man's dream? If these cats walk away, I promise you the amount of money that will be lost, the amount of money, if there was ever, I said this plan, and I don't want to get too into sports, and then I'm going to take this black and mild smoke break. This is a common sense plan, right? If I was the union leader for the NFL, I would tell, because, all their contracts aren't guaranteed. I would tell, let's say we start today. It's 2021. The new draft is coming. The new players are coming. And we have to have a union meeting. This is what we're going to do. We are going to strike in 4 years. But we're going to give you new players heads up. You new players, we're going to send financial advisors, right? You're not going to blow your money because we're warning you. In 4 years, we are out. We are walking. Everybody. So everybody get upset. You got 4 years to set this up. We got financial advisors that will help you. You minimum league players that are making $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. We're going to show you. We're going to put money here and here and here so you guys will be good. Because in 4 years, we're out. If these players think about it, Major League Baseball already moved the All-Star game out of Atlanta. It can be done.
Kathy said next man up. That's what I'm saying. They probably going to
Ain't no next man. Ain't no next LeBron.
No, you can't have. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All
you
leagues
can't.
are ran by superstars. They are not ran by the average player in the league.
The role
You
player.
going to watch the game with Eric Snow? I hate to bring up Eric Snow. Eric Snow's playing?
They probably like, who's that? Yeah,
Exactly. Don't.
The sixth man of the year. Yeah.
The league's ran by like 14 cats. Real talk. Take them away, the league don't exist.
How about this? You take away everybody in the league who's got over 20 million in the bank and see what happens.
And what you're saying, Mike, we can take it a step further. LeBron's team, meaning the cats that work with him behind the scenes, are now agents. So they're running some of the major players in the league. So when LeBron walks, you think they're not going to automatically walk?
What?
But in essence, LeBron is actually managing them.
What?
His boys doing it. Boy, yo, I'm so for that.
Let's take this quick break. Yeah,
all right, we'll take this quick break. And what if a league was organized? And LeBron, you think if Michael Jordan and LeBron went to Nike and said, we're going to start this league, are you down to fund it?
Mike, the league's already running. Just look at what Ice Cube did.
Yeah, and that's just that is
that. Take that on a small scale and put it
Ice Cube on his own. On his own.
He's doing it with cats who used to be in the league.
We're not messing with y'all no more. We're gonna form this league, and we're gonna do it in certain cities. And we're only if we see that these cities are acting up, we move it. There's always a new superstar coming up. No, they're not, because Zion Williams doesn't run the league. But when he sees the stars moving, guess what he's gonna do? When he sees LeBron and he sees the Greek Freak and he sees Jaylen Brown and he sees Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid and he sees Damian Lillard and all these guys go somewhere, guess what he's gonna do? I want to play with them.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, the kids wanted to play because they saw Magic play. The kids after that wanted to play because they saw Michael Jordan play. The kids after that saw Kobe. They wanted to play because of Kobe and Allen Iverson and all them cats. And now these kids had grown up watching LeBron. If they see them playing in a different league, guess where they want to play?
With the stars.
With the stars. We'll take a black and mild break. And you okay with this, Jay Black?
I'm ready. I think I'm ready. And we got, like I said,
stay on. We got to stay on.
Week after the break, I'm gonna do this break. I'm gonna cross my fingers. I could do this like Shawnee would. But after the break, you gotta. Is it just me, Mike? You hope you got one. Is it just me?
Yeah, we're supposed to start that on Monday because we don't have the intro.
Okay, we're gonna wait. All right, all right, that's good. That helps me out.
When does the rail come on? Our text
in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. So
okay,
we'll follow the money and be out. Yeah, good point.
Are you? Do you have him? Do you have him? Is he in the waiting room or does he know what time?
No, he knows. Darrell's punctual. Okay. He's punctual.
All right, so you know what? I'm not even gonna joke.
Don't pressure me.
How many minutes? How many? No. I'm not joking. I'm being serious now. Look at my face. I'm being serious.
Okay.
How many minutes do you want me to go do the smoke break? It's up to you. Just tell me.
4 minutes. 3 minutes is good. 3 to 4 minutes. No more than that. I'm trying to do comments to Iverson.
I've seen a millennial Iverson in high school. Okay. All right, Jay. No pressure.
All right, no pressure.
Look. I'm breaking out the screen right now because I want to get my proper inhales in right now. I'm playing team player. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm gonna see if the Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver legends. The funny thing is, my job at the radio station was a 4-hour job, and I had timed it out that at 3.5 hours, it was trouble. The irony in that is crazy. God has a sense of humor. 4-hour job, 3.5 hour limit on having alcohol or no alcohol in my system. At 10 o'clock, I'd run out that radio station, get in my car, and I'd drive around the corner, and boom, I get to the liquor store. I was like a bad drunken movie. I'd get my shots and do the, oh, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, ooh, that was a close one. Oh, I could have sworn that must have been like 4 hours and 10 minutes. Oh, man, never gonna do that again. All right, the bar should be open about now. Let's get to the bar. We the Worst Records, baby. About to ruin another perfectly good song. Yep, true story. Used to date this girl. One night she got in my car. She just wanted to argue. She started talking bad about me. She started talking about my nose. Coming for me. I'm sensitive about my nose. So I had no choice. I had to make that walk. Make that walk. Walk your ass home, girl. Just keep going. Hope she get lost. Don't let me your thought. True colors I never ditched the chick before. I apologize if you live too far, but I made that walk. Made that bit walk. I guess you know where she's going. Yeah. Know you wanna fight. I can see it in your eyes when I picked you up at your front door. Matter of time, there's no reason for this fight. Tell me something I ain't heard before. Oh, I've been dealing with this shit, and it's about to be on. Stop talking all this shit. Oh, she won't, so I made that walk. Made that walk. Walk her ass home, girl, just keep going. Hope you get lost. Don't let me your thoughts. True colors. I've never dissed a chick before. I apologize if you live too far, but I made that walk. Made that walk. I guess you know where she's going. Oh, nah. Clown my mom's hairdo when the couch is in the guest room. I'll make sure I keep her number blocked. Now it's time to play, go out on a date. I'll be partying at 5 o'clock. Oh, I've been dreaming about it, girl. You ain't the one I want. I can't stop laughing, girl, 'cause I made that walk. Made that walk. Walk your ass home, girl, just keep going. Hope she get lost. Don't let me your thoughts. True colors are showing. Get out my car and stay out my car. You don't talk about my nose. I'm sensitive about my nose. We the Worst Records. Yeah, yeah. Made that walk. That'll learn ya. Yo, Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. Jay Black did it. You're listening to Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends on Free Agent Radio and Media Room 360. Both apps are absolutely free, so make sure you get on them and check us out. Good job, Ken. Good job, Jay.
Thank you. And Kathy, I got your email, Kathy. Mike, this is what she wanted us to see. This is what she was trying to show us.
All right, for those who are just listening, cases of officers involved in killing of African Americans. 2014, Michael Brown, officer acquitted. 2014, Eric Gardner, officer acquitted. 2014, Tamir Rice, no charges. 2015, Walter Scott, officer convicted federally. 2015, Freddie Gray, no charges. 2016, Philando Castillo, officer acquitted. 2018, Stephon Clark, no charges. Boheem Jean in Texas, right here in Texas, officer convicted, got 10 years for walking into somebody else's apartment and killing them while they sat on their couch. Elijah McClain, no charges. 2020, George Floyd, officer is now charged, but has not been found convicted, 2020, Breonna Taylor, no charges. 2021, Dante Wright, officer charged, but hasn't been found guilty.
That was
Jay,
a whole
why you
lot.
got two boxes? You got two boxes on it. You got two boxes on our.
Oh yeah, I see that. What am I doing here?
That ego is crazy.
Wait a
You got
minute.
two boxes.
Get him out of here. Get that guy out of here. Hey, I had to upload Kathy's email, and I had to start a different one. That's what that was.
Clap it up for that, Jay Black. Clap it up for that. I ain't gonna lie, because I know I couldn't do it. When somebody does something I can't do, I just clap that up because I know I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. Where are we at right
Free
now?
Agent Radio, Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. Look, we're going to try and help you now. We have somebody here, Mr. Darrell Washington, who will help you with your credit. I know there's so much going on. We spent the first hour on this really doing. Somebody put on Instagram, a black person put on, I'm tired. A comedian, Ryan Davis, and because I would hate, I should grab it. He put such a poignant statement on his Instagram page, and he was like, I'm no longer putting this up. I'm no longer putting up another person who's been killed. I'm no longer doing this. And basically the bottom line of it was like, I'm exhausted because all I do is I keep posting this and it keeps getting ignored. It keeps getting ignored. Yes, Kathy, justice system fails.
Mm-hmm.
They're consistent with his failure. Oh,
all right.
God,
ready for our guests? I want to share.
Let's talk about bad credit and let's change. For those who have bad credit, and it's major. Our friend, Mr. Darrell Washington, is in the building. Darrell Washington, hold up. I grabbed my coffee. I got to clap. Darrell Washington, what's going on?
Good morning. Good morning. I haven't seen you guys since the last time.
Since the last time. First of all, how you been? You been good?
I've been good. I've been good.
Thank you for taking time out.
Oh, my pleasure. You looking good.
Thank you. And it's early in the morning. Normally I'm more adorable than this, but right now it's early in the morning.
He was talking about me. He was talking about me though, Mike. He was talking about
he was talking about Jay Black.
Thanks, Darrell, Mr. Wash.
Y'all can all have it.
So, Mr. Darrell Washington, his number is at the bottom in email. I actually, Mike, I wanted this. Darrell shared something with me years ago that I thought was like mind blowing. And it's a great insight. I had owed a debt creditor. You know, like you owe people, it was like about $1,000, and they kept sending me stuff, and I'm like, get out of here. So Darrell said to me, well, how much can you pay? And I said, I can give him like half. He said, so write him a check for half. So I wrote a check for $500, right? And he said on the back of the check, right, by accepting this check, you acknowledge that all debts are paid in full, and you will remove this from all credit bureaus. So I wrote that on the back of the check, right? And I sent the check in. They cashed the check. So once they cashed the check, Darrell told me what? It was a contract, right? And,
yes.
and they removed everything from my credit. They accepted that amount and removed everything. So like that's how good he is. So you could talk a little bit about that, Darrell, in that process.
That's called mitigation. And what happens a lot of times, collection companies buy what's called uncollectible debt. It's a whole industry out there that are predatory on the ignorant when it comes to unpaid debt. Most debt is insured, and most companies, when they have a financial loss, they write it off as a loss, as a tax deduction. That's considered paid. Now, after the crash in 2008, what we noticed is that when a person doesn't pay their debt, like a repo or a mortgage, what companies were doing, they were closing out the debt, writing it off, and sending consumers what's called the 1099-C. And that means they reported it to the Internal Revenue as though it was income to you. And you had to pay tax on that unpaid debt. Oh. If you had a sophisticated enough accountant, however, the accountant could fill out what's called the insolvency form and delete that tax liability. Because if you couldn't pay your mortgage or you couldn't pay a car loan, 9 times out of 10, you can't pay excess tax liability either. So that form was designed for those individuals who were financially stressed to fill out that insolvency form to alleviate having to pay tax on that unpaid debt. Now, another thing we have to be conscious of is debtor's imprisonment, which was pretty much outlawed about 60 years ago, is now creeping back into society. They're coming in what I call it the back door. When you owe certain creditors money and you don't pay and you ignore them and you try and you don't make any type of effort to resolve the debt, they're going to sue you depending on the size of the debt. 99% of the time, consumers don't go to court when they're being sued by a creditor. Well, what's happening now when you don't go to court, you're being charged for a default judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And then the courts turn that default judgment into a bench warrant. So while you're out and about riding around, if you're pulled over by a police officer, you're going to have a warrant for your arrest. When they take you to jail, your bail will be the amount of that debt you owe the creditor. So it's kind of a backdoor way of debtor's imprisonment again.
Boy.
So the key to dealing with your credit is not to ignore any obligation that you may have a fiduciary liability to. Unfortunately, consumers on average don't know if they have a fiduciary liability. And fiduciary just means legal liability. So what I advise clients to do on an average is get a copy of their credit report. Sites like ScoreSense, sometimes Credit Karma. You gotta be careful with Credit Karma because they're technically not a repository. They like to market credit cards. But you want to see what's on your credit report. And if you don't understand how to read your credit report, you should reach out to a professional. If you have a relationship with your bank or credit union, in some cases, they may be helpful in explaining to you if you're credit worthy with them. But in most cases, I suggest you do talk to some type of financial consultant. I'm a licensed estate planner, so I deal with a person's total financial picture. And although it may sound strange, it's not those who have the most that need financial services. It's those who earn the least that needs financial services the most. A person with a net worth of $1 million, $2 million, if they get hit with some type of $10,000 penalty here or there, that's not going to change their life. A school teacher, a postal worker, a police officer, somebody in the military, they get hit with a $10,000 or $2,000, $3,000 hit on their finances. That could be devastating. So it's better to know exactly your situation, especially if you're planning any type of major purchases. You want to know your financial condition before you start going for home shopping, even a decent automobile, because most people are confused with the term bad credit.
But
most people think,
if I'm financially hurt, Darrell, how can I afford someone to meet with me to discuss that?
Well, affordability is relative. You know, you have companies out there that's nonprofit, like Community Legal Service. You have Consumer Counseling Service. These are nonprofits. They're paid through some type of government subsidies, and they can work with you. But I tell people, when you go to someone like Credit Counseling Services, if you enroll with them, so you can go to them for advice to get on track. But if you enroll with these type of companies to manage your finances, then in most cases, you'll be viewed like you're in a bankruptcy without the federal protection of bankruptcy.
And bankruptcy is bad, right?
No, bankruptcy is one of the greatest tools that's been invented to help people recover financially.
Tell it.
I have clients, I have them go through bankruptcy. If I can't give legal advice, but I'm giving financial advice. And I have clients go through a Chapter 7. They're in and out in 91 days after the forms are filed. And on the 92nd day, I can start giving them new credit cards. And while you're in bankruptcy, you're going to get solicited for car loans, because creditors know once you file a bankruptcy, you have an 8-year window before you can file bankruptcy again. So they know you can't hide from them legally. So bankruptcy is a great tool. Now, I do caution clients about filing a Chapter 13 because a Chapter 13 means you have to still pay all your current debt plus that unpaid debt that was delinquent that went into it. So you're actually creating additional debt. So it's something you really have to sit down and monitor. Now, although it's not a law, it's generally accepted nationally that if you sit down and do a budget and determine not how much you owe, but how many people you owe, based on your budget, and I can go over that too in a minute, when you do your budget, you're going to come up with a certain dollar amount to retire old debt. So instead of looking at how much you owe, look at how many people you owe, divide that number of how many people you owe into that dollar amount. For the sake of conversation, you owe 8 people and you have $400 a month. Well, when you divide 4 into 8, you're going to get $50 to pay each person. But one of the companies, your bill may only be $25 a month. So by paying 50, you're going to pay that debt off sooner. So what's going to happen is going to go from 8 to 7. So then you divide 7 into 400. You're going to pay someone off. You're going to, and so forth, 6, 5, 4. So you can mathematically recover from poor financial habits and get back on track. Because that's one of the first questions I ask my clients. What's easier for you to spend, time or money? Because I don't believe in paying anyone for anything that I can do for myself.
Okay, Darrell, real quick. Everybody on Instagram Live, I'm about to shut my Instagram Live down. Download Free Agent Radio, the app. It's free. So I want you to hear, we have credit expert Darrell Washington. This is important. He's saying some things right now that I've never known, and we only had him on for a few minutes. Get on here, download Free Agent Radio, the app, or Media Room 360, the app. Media Room 360 will give you the visuals. We're on TV right now on all the Roku channels. Go to your streaming channels on your flat screen, on your smart TV, and put in Media Room 360. Free Agent Radio, the app. Media Room 360, the app. I hate to cut y'all off, but I want y'all to get on here and get this advice right now. So I'm shutting that down. Also, Jay Black, you see the question that Shorty has on the screen?
So Mr. Wise, so Natasha,
and I'll be right back because there's my coffee's about to blow up. Go ahead. Ask the question. Go ahead. Ask the question. Go ahead.
So the question is, so she's paid her what is it? I paid my full debt. Why is it still on my credit? And I guess it's been lingering for a while now. Also, I thought my credit would be better after I paid off that debt. So she paid off the debt. It's still there. Why is it still there? How long do it take to go away? And her score didn't change yet.
See, here's the thing. If you let me make sure I say it correctly. When a collection hits your credit report and you pay it, it's an admission of guilt. So you just confirm the derogatory that was on your credit report. So look at it like this. In the legal system, you're innocent until proven guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's similar in finances. When someone lists a collection on your credit report, that's an allegation. But if you pay it, it's like plea bargaining. It's like, yeah, I did it. Now, if you settle it, that's plea bargain. No, I didn't commit murder. I just committed manslaughter. So you owe $1,000. That's murder. You pay it. You just agreed to you committed murder. If you say I'm going to pay you $500 on a settlement, that means, well, I want to plead it down from murder to manslaughter, but you're still guilty. That's why with you, Jay, it's mitigation. It's if you take this, it's an alpha plea. I'm not admitting guilt, but if you take this money and delete everything, we can satisfy this. So that's why you mitigate.
Right on the back.
And for clients with judgments, not only do we mitigate, but we ask for a vacate. So that means it's removed from public records. So when you just pay a collection or you accept a settlement, you're still admitting that you're guilty of the listing that's on your credit report, and that's why it's probably still standing there.
But she owed it. Go ahead.
And Darrell, I did that. This happened years ago, and I paid, I think it was like $4,500. And I was blessed at the time to be able to pay it. But I thought this was going to affect my credit score in a big way. I thought I was going to get rid of this, and it did nothing. And Shorty Doo-Wop wants to know, should she pay it or not pay it?
She owe it. Should she pay it? Or just dispute it? Like, what should she do?
Well, today you don't want to dispute anything. If a lender sees the word dispute on your credit report, that's worse than not paying the debt itself.
Stop it.
Yes.
Why?
Well, because nobody knows the conclusion of the dispute. They don't know if when you dispute it, if it's going to come off or not. So the lender don't want to see dispute. I had 2 clients. One they all had collections. They both had collections, I should say. But one had already started the dispute process. They got put on hold until I could get the word dispute off the credit report. The other person, even though they had collections, was approved because the word dispute wasn't on the credit report.
Darrell, I want to say this for those listening on Free Agent Radio, because on Media Room 360, we have your number up. So this is the correct number. If you want to get in touch with Darrell Washington, 1-800-597-0663 or email creditminded@gmail. Please, you guys.
But back to Shorty Doo-Wop. Should she pay it? Like, when she has that on there, she knows she owes it. Should she just do the mitigation to try to send them something on the back of the check and see if they cash it and clear it up?
I have no idea how old it is. See, there's something called statute of limitation. You have the statute of limitation and you have what's called fiduciary liability. So without a validation, I don't know if she's even legally obligated to pay the debt. The first thing I tell clients, we want to establish if there's still a fiduciary liability. If the creditor, if the collector, if it's not the original creditor and it's a collector, more times than not, you don't have a fiduciary liability to the debt. And most jurisdictions, and now state by state, but in most jurisdictions, especially like in Pennsylvania, under the Fair Debt Collection and Reporting Practice Act, Pennsylvania residents are not required to deal with a collector. And no company can get a wage garnishment or a bank levy, only the government in the state of Pennsylvania. So you have a lot of muscle in a lot of jurisdictions when it comes to how you want to manage and resolve debt. But I would never just arbitrarily pay a debt without validating if that person's entitled to collect it, because some people sell the debt out the back door to their cousin.
Everybody, this is Darrell Washington. If you have problems with your credit and you want information, 1-800-597-0663 or email creditminded@gmail.com. And we're going to get back to the issues, but I just want to say this, Darrell. How important would this be to actually have classes like this instead of me banging my head against the wall trying to learn geometry and algebra and all that? How important do you think this would be to teach young children in high school this information and having a class that you have to pass this? You have to pass this in order to graduate.
I think it's vital. I think it's very vital. I actually met a young lady when I was working with you guys up in New York, Miss Lamb, and she runs a nonprofit called World of Money, and that's what she does. She teaches a course just like a regular school course for adolescents on money literacy. I work with her in the summertime, and I do workshops for the parents of the children that goes through her financial literacy program. But yeah, I think it's vital. I spoke at Penn State up at State College for a graduating class a few years ago, and I was shocked that they didn't realize that with a diploma or transcripts, a job offer letter, and one paycheck, they qualified to get a mortgage.
Wait, first of all, stop right there. Number one, let's clap it up for Darrell Washington stunting on your asses that he was doing a speech at Penn State. Let's clap it up. Because I performed at Penn State and I know how much money they paid me. So clap that up right there, number one. Clap that up right there. Let's understand Darrell Washington doing big things, making things happen. And go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
Why,
go ahead.
why would I want a mortgage right out of college? That's going to be immediate debt, right? Because you said they can get it that fast.
Well, see, here's the thing: your student loans don't kick in until 6 months after you graduate. But if you wait that 2 years traditionally, because the way traditional mortgages work is 2 years on the same job or 5 years in the same field. But by then your student loans kick in, and that debt from your student loans affects your DTI, debt to income. Yep. So it could pretty much hamper you. So you want to get in front of it. And right out of the bat, most people, when they first graduate out of college, they're single. And I advise my young single clients to buy
stay single. Stay your ass single. Stay your ass single. No, I'm playing. Sorry, sorry.
And buy a multifamily property. That way they have income producing and a tax credit.
Yes.
So it's all in planning. It's all in understanding. It's like you can't fly a plane without taking instructions on how to fly a plane. Your money is just as valuable as your life, because
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because your finances dictate everything you do, where you live, what you eat, where you go, what you wear. Your finances dictate everything, and everybody is targeting your finances, especially in the minority communities. Money stays in the minority community less than 30 minutes.
Real talk.
So they owe money before they get paid. When they get their income tax check, it's just to catch up on bills they didn't pay.
Real talk.
So it's part the individual's fault, but it's also part of society, because statistically there is no financial literacy being trained in the minority community. We don't want to hear it. I had a young lady call me, a school teacher. She wanted me to speak to her son, 21 years old, making good money. And she wanted me to speak with him because she wanted me to dissuade him from buying a Mercedes, paying $1,500 a month. And that's not even counting insurance. He's 21 years old. I told her I have no problem speaking with her son. I said, but he's not going to listen. So they came in, we sat and we talked. And sure enough, he made it clear to me and his mother, he's going to buy this Mercedes. Well, after the meeting, I had a conversation with the mother, and I said, look, it's going to be easier for him to write a check for $1,500 for something he wants than it will be for him to write a check for $500 for something he don't want. Nobody wants to pay for something they don't want.
Wow.
I think maybe 4 months, he called me. He said, Mr. Washington, I didn't know the first of the month came so soon.
That's how them Cardos catch up on you. I gotta do this every month.
Hey, Darrell, let me ask you this personal question. Because the last 3 tax seasons, I was in a situation where I owed, and then they were like, well, you have to have an expense. So God bless me, and I bought a townhouse, and I was renting out my other condo. Somehow or another, I still owed on taxes.
Right.
So this tax season, I've now purchased a home. And how do I go about? And I don't want to get too complicated, because probably you have to call Darrell right now, 1-800-5, not right now, but 1-800-597-0663, or email him at creditminded@gmail.com. Now, this tax season, I've purchased it. What do I ask the person who's doing my taxes? How do I make sure that now that I'm not paying again?
Oh, how much you pay in taxes have nothing to do with what you own. It depends on the tax credits associated with what you own. Now, when you have investment properties, you get what's called the depreciation. But when they calculate the depreciation, it's divided over a number of years.
Darrell, we lost your audio. Something happened.
It popped down a little bit.
Yeah, somebody called.
You're good. Go ahead. Because we need to. Listen, I'm being selfish. I need to hear this. So go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's you get the depreciation, but it's divided over, I think, so many years. I'm not an accountant from the standpoint that I file taxes. I look at taxes because I have to reconstitute them for people who's trying to get financing, and they don't properly, in most cases, don't properly structure their deductions and tax credits. So in order to have a sizable deduction, when you in your investment properties, you need to track all expenses. I just did it this year. I had to put a roof on my investment property. I had to stucco the back wall. The squirrels chewed through the electrical wires, so I had to have new. I had to spend a sizable amount. Now that expense is deducted, and then I get the depreciation on the property, and for the mortgage, I get the mortgage interest credit deduction. But you have to have expenses, and there's a difference between expenses and deductions, and that's one of the hard things clients don't understand. I mean, I get clients that make $200,000, and by the time it's all said and done, they netted $13,000 as an income. Then they come to me and say, I want to buy this $300,000 property. Well, if you only got $13,000 worth of income, you can't buy a Snicker bar, you know? So it's all in understanding your tax credits and tax deductions.
Real question.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Real question. I for that person
wait. When you say real question, opposed to a fake question, did you have a fake question? No, I just want to know. Did you have a fake question that you were going to ask that you had loaded in the holster?
No, it's no fake question. Something that somebody may be thinking right now. So if I'm that person that really don't have established credit, it's just as bad as having bad credit. How can I get off the ground to build my credit? My score is I'm in the high 4s or low 5s, and I don't have credit at all.
Damn.
How can not me?
I just want to say damn. Can you let me just live? I just want to say damn.
Yeah, it's bad. But I do know someone, they don't have credit at all. They're in the high 4s, low 5s, and they're trying to get it established. But how can they get it established if they don't? They don't want to take a chance with them. So what can they do to build it?
This is what I advise, and I advise this to parents with their children and everything else. Well, one, you go down as an authorized user on someone else's credit that you know. I don't advise it for strangers. I don't advise people to buy the CPN numbers. I don't advise people to buy trade lines, because if that hits the CPN credit, if the CPN number is used and you establish credit,
what is CPN?
It's a fake social.
Okay.
And if you buy a trade line and you go and establish credit under those scenarios, in certain jurisdictions, not all, if that debt goes delinquent, you can be prosecuted for fraud. So that's why you wanted someone who's close to you, a family member, a close friend, because what happens when you apply for something like a mortgage, what the underwriter is going to do, they're going to look at the credit trade lines on your credit report, and then they're going to go to the inquiry section. And if you're not the primary on that card and there's no inquiry, they want to know it's not your account. So the underwriters and processors at lending institutions are getting more sophisticated. I started my business because I worked in banks and mortgage companies, and I know they didn't take the time to really review a person's credit report. You either had the credit score and the profile that fits the loan program you applied for, or you didn't. And what I would do is take those credit reports that the underwriter set to the side, contact the people, and I would go in and do what's called restoration on their credit that would improve the profile and increase the credit scores. So that's why I started my business, because banks, they send me people because they don't have the expertise. Mm-hmm. Two, they don't have the time because they're working on volume. So these companies, and nothing bad on those people, they're just not trained. They're trained to do what they do. And that's why I saw the opportunity to start the Washington Consulting Group, because I seen it was a need. So instead of me doing what I call elephant hunting, going after high income clients with good credit, I focused on those that was least serviced. And I don't mind providing the time and knowledge that I've learned because I had bad credit.
So
I grew up.
I'm sorry. I want to stay focused. So just add people to your authorized. If my credit limit is 10,000 and that person doesn't have credit, by adding them to my account, a card is produced and they get the benefit of me paying my bills on time.
Yes.
And that's going to help their credit improve. But if I'm late on my payment, that also hurts them as well. Correct?
Right. So it's a two-way street. You know, they say you're only as successful as your 3 closest friends. So if you want to be financially stable, associate with people who's financially stable. If you're an entrepreneur, associate with entrepreneurs. So that's the key to life. You want to surround yourself with like-minded people.
Is there an age limit on that authorization? Like for me to add somebody, is there an age limit? Like you got to be at least adult 18? Like
yes, you want to be someone 18. That's what I tell parents. When your kids are going off to college, instead of having them apply for those credit cards for a Snicker bar, put them down as an authorized user on your card. And that way you can monitor what they're doing with their cards. And in today's society, the way technology is, if you see your child is overspending, you can close that card down now. You can say, close it for now. You know, and you can have alerts on it. If it goes beyond a certain dollar amount, you get a notification. So technology is unbelievable today. When I started, everything was still written on a pad with pad and pen. You know, I was just a step away from a chisel and hammer. So,
damn, Darrell, you was around when the ninth commandment was being. What? You're not that old, Darrell, but I know what you're saying.
I tried to stop that soldier on the way to the walk to Golgotha, but they didn't listen to me. They took him anyway.
Yo, I want y'all, if you have questions, if you want your credit improved, if you want advice on how to deal with everything, 1-800-597-0663 or email creditminded@gmail.com. And I'm actually going to be calling you behind the scenes, Darrell, because I got tons of questions that I would love to ask. Jay, do you have another question? Or
what's a good credit score? I know they revamp. I just want to know, like, if I want to buy a house right now, if I'm that average person out there, look, I want to buy a house. Like, what should my credit score range be? Like, what's that range?
The preferred score is 640. For the everyday Joe who just want to buy a house for themselves and family, 640 is the preferred score. Now, you can get a mortgage with a 585. But you're going to be documented to death.
Damn.
So from 585 up, you can get a mortgage. And then it's good to have what's called compensating factors. A compensating factor is you've been on your job for more than 2 years or in the same field for more than 5 years. Another compensating factor is you have reserves. In other words, you have 6 months of mortgage payments still in the bank after you buy your house. If you have a year's worth of mortgage payments after you buy your house, that's even better. Because with a 585, you definitely have some negatives on your credit report. Even with a 640, that's a fair score. So you still probably have a hiccup or two on your credit report. Now, if you want to get into investment properties with a good interest rate, because you can actually buy investment property with a 550 credit score, but you're going to get a limited LTV and you're going to get a kind of a ugly interest rate, but who cares? That's tax deductible and you're going to get income from an investment property. So when you get it, but if you really want to get into prime or what they call prevailing interest rates for investment properties, you want a 680 or a higher credit score because that puts you into what's called business banking. But you want to start with the basics. Someone who's had issues in the past, struggle financially, the first thing you want to do is set up a budget. Before you even look at your credit report, you want to establish a budget. And the budget is real simple. 10, 10, 10, 35, 35. 10% tithes and offering or give to the poor. 10% you save for your 10% for savings, which means 5% in a savings account, 5% into a whole life insurance policy with a mutual insurance company. 10% you spend on yourself because you worked hard and you deserve something. 35% is your living expenses, your mortgage or rent, utilities, car insurance, food. and then 35% to retire old debt, credit cards, car loans, student loans, personal loans. You want to set up that budget. And that way, and it's based on your bring home pay, not your gross income. It's based on your net income.
After taxes.
Right, because lenders look at your gross income, and nobody lives off their gross income because Uncle Sam, he don't charge you tax, he takes the tax. You don't.
Two last
Wait, I got a question. Hold on, I gotta ask this question real quick, Darrell. On the forbearance on mortgages, and they tell you that it won't bear against or affect your credit score, and they say they go 3 months, you don't pay it, and then they go again and they say you can get, but they say don't claim forbearance for the year because you only get to do that once. Is that true?
It depends on the lender. Nothing. It all depends on the lender. But I can say this: forbearance is not a good thing. Forbearance is a proclamation of an inability to currently pay your debts.
Right.
So forbearance is not good. And this happened last year, right after the pandemic and everything shut down. There's a couple of banks now being questioned by Congress about why they arbitrarily threw people into forbearance when they didn't ask to be in forbearance. And some company, even credit card companies and car finance companies did the same thing. Now, some were nice enough to put ND on your credit report, which stands for no data. The problem with that is if you go to apply for something, the lender you're applying with don't know why there's no data there. So it creates obstacles. So if you can pay, it's always better to pay. Forbearance is not a gift. It's really a hindrance because that's what happens.
But if you can't pay, is it an option?
Oh, if you can't pay, you can't pay. See, this is the thing, is I'd rather work with a person who can't pay their debts than a person who don't pay their debts. See, those are totally two different people. Gotcha. I can work with the people who can't pay, but that person who don't pay, that's a sociological problem. That's a character flaw when you create debt and don't pay. I had a conversation with my granddaughter about finances, and I could tell she's spoiled, not by me, by her grandmother. Mm-hmm. And I said to her, I said, T, if you're walking down the street and you see a bank put up a sign, come on in, everyone's approved for $10,000 worth of debt, would you walk into that bank? She's like, no, why would I go in the bank and get $10,000 worth of debt? I said, okay. They put up a sign saying everyone's approved for $10,000 worth of credit. I said, would you walk in that bank? She said, oh, yeah, I could use $10,000. I said, well, what do you think credit becomes once you use it?
Once you get it. Yeah. And that is debt. So rapid fire, I got some really quick ones. I want to see if we can get in real quick just to hit it real quick and out. So look like Shorty Doo-Wop says she got her car note. When I got my car, my credit was bad. Now her finances is much better. Should she refinance? It doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, if you can, anytime you can refinance an installment loan, you should, because you want to bring down that interest rate. You don't want to throw money away.
All right. I think I know this answer already. Somebody hit me on a text with this one. They said that why when they look at their TransUnion or their Experian or Equifax, they get one score, but when they go buy a car, it comes up to be a different score, about 50 points less. And I think I know that one because the car lots, they use different ones. So if TransUnion and Equifax and Experian.
Can I just say this? They don't show you your FICO score. Go ahead, Darrell.
No, yeah, it shows you. I think they use by different systems, right? They use the score 8 is different numbers for different creditors, right? They use different reports to determine your score.
Well, here's the thing. There's over 2,000 repositories, and most commercial vendors like car dealerships, banks, and so forth, they don't pull their information from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. They go through what's called a supplement company. So they're going to get, you can go to 2 banks on the same day, 10 minutes apart, and you're going to get different credit scores. But when you go to a car dealership, they do something called a shotgun, which means they hit a multiple amount of finance companies, and each finance company pulls their own credit. Those inquiries drop your score. So you can go into a car dealership with an 800 credit score, and depending on how many locations they shop to try to get a good yield spread. The yield spread is how much money they're going to make on the financing. That you can come out of there with a 640 after they get done with you.
But I
and
thought
Darrell, real quick, why is my FICO score always different than my credit score? Because they seem to like now all of a sudden these credit companies are showing me my FICO score. Am I wrong that it's two different scores?
You got about 10 different matrix out there that develops your credit score. So depending on which matrix that lender used, you can get different scores. I get different FICO scores from different places. If you're FICO, but I get different scores.
Yeah, because every time I go to a car dealership, they're bringing up my FICO. Now my FICO score is good, but I was like, what the hell is FICO and who is this dude? Because I'm like,
Fair Isaac, that's FICO. It's a British company. It's not even an American company. It's a British owned company.
Confirm.
And if I want an international credit report, it costs $600.
Jesus. All right, go ahead. Jay. You have another one?
Yeah, confirm or deny. When you are shopping for a car, you have a certain amount of time that you can shop. So multiple people can run it without hurting your score with a ding for each and every last one of them. Is that true or not?
That's not true. Only for mortgages. You can have as many inquiries within a 45-day period if you're shopping for a mortgage. But any other credit pool is an individual inquiry and can affect your scores negatively.
All right. And Kathy, last question here is, should she wipe out her savings account and pay off her mortgage knowing that she's retiring soon, or should she continue to pay the monthly payments for the next 9 years?
I believe you should. Well, it's mathematical. You never earn as much on savings as it costs you to carry debt.
Say that again.
You will never earn more on savings than it costs you to carry debt.
So you might as well pay that debt.
Pay it off. Yeah,
and pay yourself back. Yeah.
All right, this has been great, bro. We gotta have you back. I gotta call you behind the scenes, and everybody. Darrell Washington, you need help with the credit, 1-800-597-0663 or email creditminded@gmail.com. He will be back on the show. But once again, if you need immediate help and want to get knowledge, call 1-800-597-0663 or email creditminded@gmail.com. That's what you need to do. Darrell, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Darrell.
My pleasure. Thank you, guys.
All right. Awesome sauce. That was good.
All right, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a smoke break. Y'all gonna have fun.
A little break, and then Sexy Mo is up.
I'll put allegedly, and I'm sure she'll have some stories that annoy the hell out of me. God, man, tonight, the Laugh Out Loud comedy show where I can be funny. Tonight, Arlington Improv. Get your tickets, 817-635-5555 or improvtx.com/Arlington. Sydney Castile, Derek Jack, my man Lamar Jones will probably be in the building and tear it down. Listen, tonight, Arlington Improv, get them tickets. Everybody listening, it's Free Agent Radio. Download that app. Media Room 360, download that app. And I'll probably spark my Instagram live again real quick. And we got Sexy Mo coming up with allegedly. Yeah. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. Kodak 2005 said, you ever going to ever go back to K104? Not unless I'm a guest. But thank you. But you can check us out on Free Agent Radio. Download that app or download Media Room 360 app and see the visuals. You can go on TV and watch us. We're in over 40 million homes right now.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
So did they send? Go ahead.
Yeah, they sent me. They were like, you got to go to rehab.
First time or the second time did they send you?
Well, they didn't know I had went there to detox before. I did an emergency detox myself.
Oh, you did it yourself. So that was good. So you identified, okay, I need to get a little support. Let me go ahead myself. So you went the first time yourself. And then I guess the relapse happened again.
Like a year and a half. Well, no, it was almost a year. Then a relapse happened. Then a whole bunch of stuff happened. And somebody snitched on me. And then
they snitched. Yo, I think Mike been drinking again. Oh, they snitched. Not Mike. You need some help or support. It was. I think. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, there was a snitch, but I mean, I'm not saying nothing disrespectful. It happened. That's what really happened. So,
but that's not support, though, is it? It probably
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't support.
Especially if they play like they were your friend a little. They try to play like they were your friend, whoever that person was.
No, it was the power play. I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna hold this card over your head. I'm just gonna dangle this. So that's what it is. So, and that ain't nothing but the truth. Put a lie detector on me. Hit me up with the truth serum. Somebody tell me I'm lying. I wasn't lying, but it was my fault. It was my fault.
Yeah, you gotta accept accountability. Yeah,
that was my fault. The situation was my fault for putting myself in that situation. But let's not act like somebody didn't snitch. Let's act like somebody didn't Tekashi 6ix9ine me.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. Your escape from reality. Right here on Free Agent Radio.
What up, people? It's Michael Shawn letting you know you got to check me out April 15th at the Arlington Improv for my Laugh Out Loud comedy show. But wait, you want to win tickets? We got your opportunity. All you got to do is download the Media Room 360 app. We the worst rankers, baby. We about to ruin another instant classic. People were like, Mike Shawn, where you been for 60 days? Yo, Aristotle, let's tell her. Straight out of rehab, a crazy alcoholic named Michael. Trying to break this alcoholic cycle. 2 shots, 3 shots, just to start the day. My girl mad, cause I'm even drunk on Sundays. Every day, I'm headed to the liquor store. Take a shower, liquor coming out my pores. People saying, Mike Shawn, you better try and chill. Mind your business, and hand me some Advil. Got a headache, I'm so hungover. Gotta work in the morning, hope I'm sober. DUI, now I'm getting pulled over. Oh Lord, now I'm getting pulled over. Please, sir, step out the car. Hand me your license and recite the alphabet backwards. Backwards? Oh! Straight out of rehab, crazy alcoholic up in AA. Say my name out loud, they reply, hey. 60 days in a drug-free clean state. Cold word, I was on a little vacay. Sharing feelings that I never thought I'd ever say. Grabbing tissue, eyes sweaty, I don't wanna stay. Calling home, yo, let me talk to my maid. No, for real, let me talk to my maid. Man up, 12 steps is the game plan. Tell the truth if you really wanna beat it, man. No chicks, no drink, pass on the tab. Michael Shawn, and I'm straight out of rehab. We the worst rankers, baby. We have just ruined another classic song. Michael Shawn, Aristotle, Pluto, Rest Up, Bills Cosby, my man Flip, Mika Badass. Yeah, Michael Shawn, we the worst record. You know what I say? Yeah, yeah. Straight out of rehab.
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top. Yeah.
Tap in. Tap in. Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. Good morning. It is Thursday, the day that the Laugh Out Loud comedy show jumps off tonight at the Arlington Improv. Get your tickets, 817-635-5555. Hit up improvtx.com/Arlington if you want to do it that way. Or you can go to @MikeShawn Comedy and tap the link in my bio and get the tickets easy that way. Kathy said, great interview. I've been thinking about paying off my mortgage for the last 2 months. Okay, girl. I hope we helped. We try and do stuff to help people, you know, other than me running off at the mouth. But right now, it's now time for the feature that we call Allegedly with Sexy Mo.
Morning. Sound good. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
I'm glad because I was super nervous. I was like, Jay Black gonna get me if this mic ain't right.
No, you sound good.
You're doing the best you can. Go ahead, girl. Do your thing. What you got today?
So listen here, Michael Shawn. Conor McGregor, he's been in the news a lot lately, but today he got some reprieve because that incident that happened last year in 2020, the alleged sexual assault in Corsic. The authorities said, hey, case is closed. There's not enough evidence to even arrest you and charge you. So they're closing the case. Now, just to give you a little bit backstory, I don't know if you remember, he was detained by the French island of Corsica back in 2020. A woman claimed that he committed acts of attempted sexual assault and sexual exhibition. And so his name is cleared finally today. He can put this incident behind him.
Conor McGregor, for those who don't know, MMA superstar, also the guy who put on one of the best entertaining events ever in boxing when he fought Floyd Mayweather. One of the best times I've ever had, was going to Dee McGuire's home. She's the host of the show on K104 that I was a co-host on. She had an amazing fight party that I had super fun at. Conor McGregor's actually fighting he's going to end up the trilogy, and Poirier is the guy he's fighting. He just lost. He knocked him out the first time, and Poirier came back, knocked him out the second time with some vicious leg kicks, but then he went up top, but he killed his legs, and they got another one coming down. I think it's in June, which I'm going to get that pay-per-view. Because shout to everybody except my man Errol Spence fights everybody. The rest of y'all boxers, y'all kill me. Y'all kill me how y'all won't sign these contracts. And I know it's the promoters. Once again, I eliminate Errol Spence because Errol Spence has tried to fight everybody. But when Conor McGregor puts on that fight and it comes in June, I will be paying my $65 and watching it with my dad. So go ahead, Mo.
Well, I know he's thankful for DNA testing because they tested DNA. And that's actually what saved him from this incident, because a lot of times when you're accused of assault or attempted assault, it's always your word against the victim's words or the alleged victim's words. So in this case, they did the DNA testing and it corroborated with what Conor McGregor said. So big shout out to him.
Good that didn't happen.
This is the week of who let the dogs out, Michael Shawn. I don't understand what's going on with people and their pets in the home. Tennis star Kristen Cavallari, she has she has dogs like most of the stars out here. And the cable guy was there fixing the cable. Well, he says that the dog, he went out to his vehicle. The dog was standing there next to the driver's side. When he went to pick something up, the dog attacked his thumb. He had to get stitches. He had to get medical treatment. But the interesting thing is her assistant came out of the house and said, oh, here's a paper towel. You need to leave immediately.
I'm going to tell y'all now is do not fix the cable or anything in Jay Black's house.
What? Oh, because my Rottweiler.
Let me tell you something.
Let
me tell you something right now. Male people, cable people who have to go in people's homes, y'all better put down your dogs and make sure that they are not around to attack these people. I would never want to have to do that job, because dog owners, and I'm a dog owner, their famous last words is, he's cool, he don't bite.
They always say the dog don't bite.
Like, stop. Like, put your dog in a garage, in a room. I don't care how little, how big, how vicious, but it's just fluffy. Fluffy's cool. Stop it. Stop it. Somebody's coming to do a service for you in your home. Make sure they're safe and they get in and out without having to get a paper towel to stop the bleeding. No, it's just
handed him like the good towels out the house. She handed him a paper towel and told him bounce.
Get out of here.
But you know what? The interesting thing is, the cable guy said, look, I didn't harass the dog. I didn't do anything to provoke the dog. But what may help him in his lawsuit is that, there people pull up past social media posts. I tell people all the time, be responsible about what you post. So he pulled up his attorneys and I guess his legal team have pulled up past posts from Kristen Cavallari, which really tagged her dog as a trained killer.
Jay
so they're
Black.
going to use that. I'm pretty sure they're going to use that in their case.
I'm trying to see what she looked like. I'm trying to see. You said Kristen
Jay Black actually back in the day.
Cavallari, blonde.
Back in the day, Jay Black fed his dog gunpowder because he heard Biggie Smalls say gunpowder so they can devour the interviews, the individuals trying to decimals. Damn, why are you trying to say he fed his dog gunpowder?
I
can't.
The SPCA is on the way. Are you serious?
Allegedly.
I was young. Okay. Biggie said it. I thought it was true. I was really young and I didn't know. I didn't know. I was
This is the same guy who says, oh, hip hop is just entertainment. Hip hop doesn't influence the culture.
How did you shift this on me? First off, how did she's doing her story. I'm trying to do my shiny Scott over here, and you talk about something old when I was super young and foolish.
Feed them gunpowder so they can devour the individual. Trying to draw my decimals. Damn. And Jay Black went to the store and said, "Can I get a bag of gunpowder?" Wait, you the same guy who says hip hop doesn't influence the culture.
I can't.
That was dumb. I was young.
Biggie could have said, "Feed my dog egg whites," and Jay was like, "Yo." Biggie said egg whites.
I can't.
So it can devour.
And this is all alleged, by the way. This is all alleged.
Alleged.
This is all
you
alleged.
just admitted it though, Jay Black.
No, I was for the segment. I was just going along with it.
All right, what's the next story? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So you know,
just want to bring that up.
Friends like you, Jesus.
Friends like
friends like me. Who needs friends like you with dogs that kill?
No.
Thank you, Michael Shawn.
That dog was great. Outlived her expectancy.
Was.
I don't know if she was super old, but yeah, she way past her what she was supposed to. But
sure the gunpowder didn't lengthen her
alleged
lifespan.
gunpowder.
I went into Jay's house. I've been into Jay's house like 2 times, like ever, because I don't be playing. One time he opened his garage and that monster was like, and Jay was like, I said, "Shut the garage, dog. Stop playing. Shut the garage."
Yeah, that was a long time.
Well, you know, Michael Shawn in true Philly fashion, I am a Meek Mill fan, right? And so just as quick as he's in the news, I told you guys this week that, Virginia enacted a new law, HB 2038, which will significantly really decrease the state's probation population and increase recidivism. And Meek Mills, the moment that he does something good, right? The moment he starts trending for something positive, boom. He always something, somebody always comes in to kind of like dangle the carrot in front of his face to trick him to, be petty Betty on Instagram. So allegedly, not allegedly, it's public record. Justin LeBoy posted a photo that read, "Watch your pH balance, not my page," with a smiley face emoji to Meek Mill. And so, of course, Meek Mill was like, "What's a pH balance?" So I think that it was just all jokes and giggles. But of course, Black Twitter don't let anybody rest. They came out in droves and clowned him and was like, "You don't know what a pH balance is." And of course, the Meek fans, in true fashion, came out and it was a whole Twitter battle.
Can I? All right. This is my thing with Meek. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong. When you're around Jay-Z as much as he was, and Jay-Z helps partake and along with the co-owner of the Sixers to get you out of jail, and you're around with Jay-Z and you see how he moves, would you really be on Instagram the way you are? Like, if you see how Jay-Z moves and you're around somebody like Jay who moves a certain way, wouldn't you really like follow his footsteps and be like, okay, he moves like this and he moves like that. Why am I on Instagram so crazy when I see the guy who financially is free and helped me be free? Wouldn't you follow those footsteps and stop playing these games on Instagram? And I'm not saying he's wrong in this case. I'm not saying he's wrong in this case at all. I'm not even saying, I'm just saying in general, I'm amazed of him being around somebody like that and not having that rub off on him on some old, let me fall back and just put and strategically do everything on Instagram and not just smoke a blunt and then have a few drinks or whatever, and then just go and put stuff on there. Not saying he's wrong in his case. I'm just saying I don't understand. Like when I look at Nas has made a deal that could cop him $100 million. And I look at how particular he is on how and what he will address. Meek is older now. You're an older dude now. You're not one of these 22-year-olds. And I don't understand why he still gets caught up in this. Now, maybe it's something marketing that he has to stay relevant on. Meek is dope.
But he's dope. He's dope. He don't need to address like all of these little petty Crocker little situations that go on Instagram and Twitter. He doesn't have to do that. He's already solid in his career. The relationships that he's attached himself to, he doesn't need to even play into that game.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand, after being around Jay-Z for that amount of time, why he still takes part. He is a big name. I agree with Mo. I think they probably were. That's why I eliminated this whole thing. Like, that's why I eliminated this whole thing. But my thing is, like, I don't, even when I see him still on there, but, you know, God bless, you know, I'm not saying I know everything, because I certainly don't. I just think you got to be strategic on what you're putting on these social medias and everything like that. So I was just wondering, because my connection, if Jay-Z had done something like that for me, my connection with him, and it may be, so I'm speaking, just, I don't know all the details. I would be so close in following what he does and trying to add that to my business savvy and trying to get my circle the way his circle is and trying to understand, okay, this is what I got to do. Because some of the stuff is still juvenile that I see Meek get involved in.
Right.
And he's not juvenile anymore. This man has already suffered and gone through long bids and stuff like that in your 30s. Like, I don't see Jay-Z, and this is not just to Meek Mill, I don't see Jay-Z taking pictures in front of his cars. That's all I'm saying.
To each his own.
And yeah, God bless. I'm just saying. So, you know, go ahead. Next story.
So speaking of social media, Michael Shawn, you know, Brandy Boyd from Love and Hip Hop. She's actually in the hospital right now, and she issued out a public apology to Hazel E. after Hazel posted that she's experiencing complications from a mommy makeover surgery. And you know, it's really weird to see both of them interact on social media. She said that Hazel E. actually said that she endured an emergency surgery because she had some complications after getting a mommy makeover in Turkey. So, you know, herein lies the problem. And I'm still curious, and I'm not saying that doctors abroad are not, you know, knowledgeable, but they are not held to the same standard as they are in the US. So if you got a couple of dollars, why do we go across the water to get these surgeries, knowing that it could cost you your life?
And this right here, this story, and it's no Sexy Mo is putting the stories that people want to hear. This is why I absolutely despise doing this, because I don't care to the highest level. If your ass went to Turkey, to go get surgery so that you could be a battered chick on Instagram, I don't care. You know when they got mad at me the most on the radio? When there was a girl in Dallas, right? And she was doing butt surgeries in alleys and using some type of glue to put in their asses, and people started dying. And then she went to jail. Silicone.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, literally, I can't use a better word than this. Y'all are so stupid. Y'all are so stupid that y'all literally let a person who's not a doctor stick silicone in your ass so it could be bigger.
It's self-esteem, right? They want to feel prettier. They want to feel more attractive. Guys love big butts, and they cannot lie. But you know, like
the ones
they want
that you always checking off. The ones that you guys are always
that Cam is always like.
Love. Yes.
I don't like the fake
ones. So therein lies the issue of why a lot of women who are not happy with their natural bodies, they go out and they see, oh, mom, this girl got like 20,000 followers. She got 50,000 followers. She got, 2,000 likes on this picture. And so
this is why I hate this.
We're driven by social media, Michael Shawn.
This is why I hate this. Because it makes everybody stupid. Everything that you just said to get something shot in your ass is stupid. Like literally. And they looked at me crazy when the lady went to jail for sticking silicone in people's asses. And they were like, well, the people need to get money for your dumbass. Let somebody stick silicone in your ass that was not a doctor. And we got to report. A lot of times,
Michael
what,
Shawn,
Mo? A lot of
I
times
know it's
what?
crazy. I know it's crazy.
Like, stop.
I'm just, speaking from a different perspective. A lot of times it's kind of like you see your friend, she got it done, and she like, girl, look at my results. She looks good, but you're in that percentage that you have all of the reactions.
Mo,
you have all of
I don't
the,
mean to be disrespectful, Mo. From a different perspective, that perspective is stupid.
I'm just telling you why a lot of women do it.
But this is why when everybody would look at me on the radio like, this is so dumb, and they were like, well, but they want to look better. Look better. You let somebody stick silicone in your ass and you died, and you want me to feel what?
So another piece to this is Brandy actually apologized because she's the one that recommended. Like I was telling you, you got that friend, and she's like, girl, it worked on me. I got this, that, and the third done. You should go too. She recommended this doctor.
I can't. Who was this girl's name again? They went to Turkey to get some shots in her ass.
Hazel E from Love and Hip Hop.
How stupid are you? How desperate are you?
I wish Shawnee was here to put up a picture. I can't handle that part.
Decisions.
Oh my God! Like, what are y'all doing?
She had a lot of surgery too, right?
You went to a country that you can't even speak the language. You can't, and you said stick something, and this was for her butt, right? This is for her butt.
So a mommy makeover normally consists of your breasts, your stomach,
got the breast
and your buttocks. Yes.
And she went to Turkey.
Yeah.
She went to Turkey.
Normally like a tummy tuck, a breast lift, Michael Shawn. And again, listen.
Oh my God.
Everybody don't have good genes, Michael Shawn. And you're right. And Hazel E is no spring chicken. She's a beautiful girl, but they clowned her when she got on Love and Hip Hop. They clowned her for her big nose. They told her she wasn't pretty. And then next thing you know, she went and got a nose job.
Oh my
allegedly.
God. Oh my God.
I think she got a nose, she got a lip, she got a bunch of stuff.
She got a lot of things, a lot of tweaks, cuts, and snips. Yes, she did.
Oh my
allegedly.
God.
All right.
And you know what? Sexy Mo is actually doing her job, because this is the story that would have to be told on every radio station. And be like, I want to know if Hazel E, why she went to Turkey to go get a mommy makeover, to get her tummy tucked so she could be on the gram and like, shut the thing.
But here's the kicker, Michael Shawn. I know you mad, but here's the kicker.
Because y'all women co-sign this, not you, Mo. Y'all women co-sign this, and y'all tell your girls, oh, go girl, get that. You deserve that. You should, and you going to Turkey. You know how many people co-sign? They had a party before she left. Let's have this turkey party before she leaves. She going to get, and now this stuff happens.
I mean, in Brandy's Instagram post,
I'm charging my phone. Keep going. I'm charging my phone. Go ahead.
You tap it out.
So good friend of mine talking about Hazel E. Now, the issue I have with that is that she went on to say this is a lesson to do your homework or have real life experience before recommending doctors or surgical zones to your loved ones. But she was the one that recommended the doctor in the first place to Hazel.
But she's saying do your research. If you're going to go that route, I see Action Jackson said there about their insecurities, which it could be. But some people, the opposing view, would say, no, I just want to do it for me to feel better. But if you're going to do that, I think maybe even Mike is okay with this. If they do their proper research and go that direction to a proper authorized doctor, and not an Ollie doctor, is what Mike is probably trying to say. I think you'll be okay with that, right, Mike? If they did their research and their due diligence and went to a professional to pursue that.
Yeah, you can go to a professional and do whatever you want to do. I just like it's just grown ass women. I just saw somebody. I'm not even gonna say it. Whatever. All y'all with them are enormous, ridiculous dumbasses. Y'all dumbasses.
Not the ones that are natural and cornbread fed.
Not the one though. They're dumbass. It's ridiculous. Get your penis shot up, Jay. Get your penis shot up simply so you can have a damn imprint in some jogging pants.
When Nicki Minaj came out, you wasn't like,
I wasn't.
Didn't Kim Kardashian get it done?
And I wasn't. And I still wasn't.
Yes.
Like y'all really be like, she put a big ass on her, and you be like, oh, she bought a big ass.
She said, if you can afford to go to Turkey, you should be able to afford to get it done here. Yeah?
That's not true.
It would be like the ass be so obnoxious. It be so obnoxious. These asses be so obnoxious, and you be like, yo, you look like you should be in a carnival, and somebody should pay 25 cents to touch your ridiculous bloated ass.
Stop. I think K. Michelle is on line 1. K. Michelle's on line 1.
How about it?
But as
and she took it. She took it out.
Got hers, yeah, she went back and got hers reduced. And so there's a difference, Michael Shawn. So you have butt implants, and then you have the surgery that everyone is getting out here called a BBL, where they take fat from your body, from other parts, unwanted fat from other parts of your body, and they inject it in your buttocks, right? So that type of fat is kind of hard. You know, it's not like a silicone implant where you're just removing the silicone or removing the pads. This is your body. This is your body.
So when you go under anesthesia, do you have to go under anesthesia? Do you know if you have to go under anesthesia to do this?
So there are.
Is that yes or no? Yes or no?
There's
no, yes or no? No. Because you get the gabbing about being like, oh, but they do that. You go under anesthesia.
Yes,
do y'all women know? Does everybody know every time you go under anesthesia, you could die?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's called any type of.
I don't know if they know that. I didn't.
Everybody needs to know this. Every time you go under anesthesia, you could die.
Jeez. So final.
That's why you either have a nurse anesthetist or an anesthesiologist who monitors you while you're under.
Oh my God. It's just like, I don't get like, and then everybody was like, you have to have self-love. You have to have self-love. You have to love yourself. You have to, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fat from the back of my back, right? And I'm going to remove that fat. I'm going to put it in my ass. Why? It ain't because you want it. It's because you found out that everybody likes it. You ain't do it just because you wanted it. Because the only reason you know you want it is because everybody told you how good it looks. That's why you did.
Everybody wants to be aesthetically pleasing. I don't think there's no one out there, men, women. I don't think there's no one out there who has looked in the mirror and said, you know what, I wish I ain't have this, or I wish I could do a little something about this. There's something. Nobody just says, you know what, 110%. I'm happy about my body. Now you can love your body. I love all of me.
Mo,
I would like to change.
No, but if there was something you could change, that's the question. If there's something you would change,
I want tons of things to be different on my body. But I'd be damned if I ever go on under anesthesia to change it.
That's you.
So what I'm trying to tell y'all is that y'all doing this all based on some low ass self-esteem and some judgment that the society has told you. So all these fat, humongous asses that are going to have to be taken down because you're not going to be able to keep these asses. You're not going to be able to maintain these asses. You're going to look crazy when you're 60.
Wait, Mike, you always say you're insecure about your nose. Like you don't go sideways.
I would never.
So if they say there's a safe way to have this surgery just to tweak, not the Michael Jackson nose, but just to slightly tweak it.
No.
Okay.
No. Would never. Now, there are surgeries for people who have gained so much weight and they have to, like, they're obese, they're 450 pounds and they got to do surgery and it's a health situation. I get it. I'm saying this is all vanity. This is all vanity so that you can put your body on site so people can hit a bunch of likes and be like, but my point of whole this, let me not get off topic, is that we got to do these stories. That's the point that irritates me. We got to do these stupid ass stories. No pun intended with that.
To your listeners, Michael Shawn, I know you hate
They should not be relevant. This is my thing. This is not something we should actually care about. We should not care about this.
All right.
Sorry, Mo. My bad.
Said. Look, Mo, you got another story? No?
I'm scared. I'm scared to segue to another empty list story.
No, because this is not your fault. You're doing the job that you're supposed to do. And I this is selfish of me. This is the irritating thing that we always had to do on these damn radio stations when we have to do these stupid ass stories and then important stuff. Like literally, We have to do stories about black people getting killed by cops. Then we have to do a story about Hazel, whatever her name is, getting a mommy makeover. And I'm like, it makes my head explode. Next story.
I hope it's a real one, a good one, Mo. What you got?
Let me tap. Let me.
No. Say it with confidence. Say it with because I want people to see the stuff that we are interested in. Because it's not your fault, Mo. You're giving stories that people are interested in.
Go ahead, Mo.
So you know your girl, Keisha Cole. Love her. Love her music. Super talented. You know she's no longer with Nico, the 25-year-old that she had her last baby with rather. And she took to Instagram with hickeys on her neck. So of course everybody's like, she with the caption of "Bae, next time, make it bigger, make it."
Why do we gotta do a story about hickeys on your neck?
Herein lies the Twitter wars from her fans. They're like, aren't you too old for that? You sitting around here parading these hickeys like you a schoolgirl. And
who cares? We got people getting shot and killed. We talk about Keisha Cole with hickeys on her neck. Why do people care about
her
hickeys?
Fans and her non-fans had a lot to say about it on Twitter and Instagram.
Because she had hickeys on her neck.
Because they felt like in your when you hit 40, you should not be around here. One, letting anybody.
Yeah, you shouldn't have no passion marks. Yeah,
or
at that age,
parading it around proudly on social media. That was the whole back and forth banter between her fans and between.
That's legit. That's legit. At a certain age, yeah.
No, okay. Yeah, let's play. You effing hypocrites. He was knocking her with that good penis. And she got caught up in the passion. And now y'all telling me at a certain age, she's supposed to be like, oh, no, stop. Y'all didn't stop. Y'all ain't stopping when the sex gets good. And now y'all going to criticize the chick because she got hickeys on her neck because she had a good time with the sex?
Well,
she's 40.
Keisha Cole don't play. She don't have any problem with coming back to, whether you say you're a fan or whether you say that you're not a fan. She's going to speak her mind. And she was like, what? She made it very clear that there's no age limit on getting hickeys. So that's where she stands on that.
How you going to tell a 40-year-old what they can't do when it's consensual?
She said,
"Go ahead, Jay Black. No, let Jay Black. Let Jay Black look like it's too old. So go ahead,
No, because you just said Meek Mills is, he should be taking and learning from Jay as you get older, right? So at some point, don't you evolve with your own words there, Michael Shawn?
My own words are based on sitting on Instagram and getting into it with a back and forth. This girl did a sexual activity in the privacy of her own home. What you want her to do? What she want? What was the problem?
Put some makeup on. You're a public figure and everybody can see it.
Yeah, but she don't care about that. She's an open book. She's always been an open book. She's always lived in her authentic self. That's just who Keisha Cole is. She just basically said, F y'all, respectfully.
Y'all watch these videos and y'all sing these songs about doing every trifling sexual act possible. The baby just got a lyric that said she sucked mine. You know what? Even when she mad at me, and y'all mad because Keisha Cole got hickeys on her neck.
It's always a double standard.
Megan Thee Stallion said, "Don't f me like this, f me like that." And y'all mad because Keisha got hickeys on her neck.
It's a double standard. It's ageism. They're saying that she's too old because she's about to be 40, that she shouldn't be doing that. And I think the bigger issue that people had with it is because she tagged the photo, next time, make it darker, babe. It's a vibe.
All I'm saying is this. Just make sure, now you got your own kids. We all got our own kids. Just make sure you can explain that to your kids. And that ain't none of my business because I'm not raising your kids. It ain't offending me.
If my son ever asks me anything about something that's grown, you know what I'm going to say. I'm grown. I do what I want. Do as I say, not as I do.
Trust me, he'll be a teenager. That won't work. Just telling you.
But I was too fearful of my parents. I knew I was going to get a whole ass whooping if I ever came home with a hickey on my neck. So that was something that's a whole no-no. That's been a whole no-no for my whole life.
Let me tell you to all the parents that were our parents. Y'all had it easy when it came to raising kids. Because y'all got to say whatever y'all wanted and we had to shut up. We ain't know no better. We ain't know no better. And let me tell you something. Every time a parent says this is my house, it's not. It's our house. Every time a parent told me, say, you ain't gonna do that in my house. No, in actuality, if I ask mom, this is our house.
Our house.
This is like, honestly, we can try and sit here and say, I pay this, I pay that. Cool. So when your kid bounces out at 18 and says, I'm gone because I need my own house. Okay.
I did that.
I'm gonna tell you what my mom used to say. Oh, you leaving? Oh, you running away? Oh, leave with the matter of fact, take off all them clothes. You walk out of here naked. You ain't taking nothing I brought.
And the principles that we were putting in was that I owe somebody who takes care of me. Those are the principles. I owe somebody who, so if a dude takes care of you and says, yo, you know, I put that on your back. Guess what? You learned, not you, Mo, but we learned that from you saying, I bought all that. So it's all about that. So it's all about what I bought you. You bought me. Okay, mother, when I buy my own, don't come to me. And when you borrow money from me, when I'm grown, remember when I bring it up. When you borrowed that money from your son or daughter and they helped you, and when they come back to your face and say, okay, homie, I paid that mortgage. Now what?
You're a grumpy parent. You're a grumpy.
Dog, I'm just saying, I'm grumpy because the reality is y'all parents had it easy. Y'all could beat our asses and tell us to go to the room, and y'all would never try and fix the actual problem.
There was no talking in my household.
There was no talking in any of ours.
We got to like my little sister. Yeah. That's when, let me talk to you. We need to have a talk. It was no talking.
And we get mad. I see all these posts, kids being involved in grown people conversations, and they shouldn't be involved in grown people conversations. But y'all be the first one to be dissing somebody's baby father in front of the kid, which is a grown person conversation. Y'all be having tons of conversations that y'all want the kid to hear. Y'all be having tons of those conversations.
Shorty Doo-Wop's comment. Me and my wife recently had this, not debate, but she said, I guess 16, she was paying real bills. Like, my wife knows someone that forces their child to help pay the bills and take their paycheck towards the bills. And my wife said, no, the child should be able to live as a child and enjoy their money, maybe a little portion of it, but not taking a whole check. Should a child, the other mother said, it's teaching them responsibility. Do you agree with that? Is that teaching you responsibility, taking your whole check?
I think it's all on how it's done. I think it's a good learning moment, in my opinion, but it's all how it's done. Like
my parents made me pay my own car insurance at 15. Like, I had a part-time job, and they was like, okay, you have a car. You're going to take that check and you're going to pay your own insurance. I don't see parents doing that these days.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm mad as if you saying if you go up to them like, you now are going to pay this, and I'm now teaching you. I'm going to show you this lesson right here is about what real life is. And we're going to exercise that. The bully technique doesn't lead to anybody else, doesn't lead to kids going up and then bullying their kids. If you have a certain situation, Monty going to have to pay her own car insurance when she gets it.
Mm-hmm.
But how can she focus on school if she's worrying about working?
Oh, then don't ask for the car. Like, real life is real life. But I'm not saying, yo, you only gonna have a car if you do. I'm saying, listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna work this out, and this is what you're gonna pay your car insurance. Like, as much as I complain about my parents in the back, my dad said, listen, get a full-time job that you can pay your car note, and I'll co-sign for you. But you have to pay the car note. That was cool. But I think learning responsibility is a big deal.
Paying the rent and light bill at 16, that's, I don't know.
My dad told me that story too. He said he had to pay rent. He had
it depends what the rent is.
He was a teenager, he had to pay rent. He had to pay part of the electric bill. the gas bill, things like that.
Yeah, but do it. And there's another thing. Do it because you're trying to teach a lesson, not because you're trying to get it easy on your bills. Like $30. If you live in my house and I say, hey, this is what we're gonna do. You got your job. This is what we're gonna do to teach you what life is. Give me $30 a month. You're not gonna evict the kid.
But it's weird paying your parents. Wait, I'm being honest. My mom asked me for $40 a month when I was 18, and I got mad. I'm like, you got to pay that bill regardless. So what do you want that money for me? So
no, she don't have to pay that bill regardless.
She does. She living in that house. I mean, I was young once again. At that age, I was so foolish. But no, she did. She legit had to still pay that bill. So I looked at it as, well, why I got to give you this money if I wasn't here? You paying it anyway.
Well,
so
how about this? She did not have to pay the bill to feed you. So how about you give me the $40 for the food?
Oh yeah, it makes sense now. But then I was foolish and ended up getting my own apartment and paying $450 a month for that, and another $50 for this bill. It ended up being so much more. That was just foolish.
Of course.
But then, then in that moment, it's like, what? I'm not paying you nothing. You gotta pay that light bill regardless. If I was here or not.
Yo, the reality is just how you go about doing it. Is how you gonna teach this lesson. Like, listen, I'm just getting you ready, but then you can't be parents on some old like, you gonna do this, and can we have a conversation so we can? And if you can't have a conversation with the kid because the kid won't respond, that's now a reflection. And we hate to say this, it's a reflection of how you raised them or you raised her.
Does it matter if they're out of school? Does it matter when they graduate, that 12th grade?
No, if you out of school, listen, if you out of school, my parents didn't ask me to pay rent, but I gladly would have. If you making some money, and once again, it goes back to the basic ground. Being a parent is hard.
Yes, it is.
But my thing is like, my thing is like, you know what you did if your kid is 18, 19 years old, and I'm not saying they got to move out because I'm not for all that. You got to get out of here at 18 or whatever. I'm not for all that because my parents didn't do that. My dad was like, yo, you got the security blanket. Anything go wrong in your life, you could always come back. This is your bed here. So if you have a conversation, but when you're 18, 19, you should want to add something if you got a job. Now, if you don't, you don't.
I like Sean's comment. Read that comment. I like that. Like,
my kids are 10, 12, and they have to pay $17 a month for their rent, internet, phone, light, gas, and water. I put it in their savings account, though. But they think they are really paying bills.
I like that.
But this is what I'm saying about how it's done.
And I'm sure she explains to them, the lessons of being a responsible person.
And guess what? If they can't come up with the money, they know mom ain't kicking me out the house.
You ain't got your 17 this month? Oh. You better go to your daddy's house because
Shorty Doo-Wop said, nah, Mike, my house was different. Me and my sister was paying at least $700 together. Plus, we had to get our own food.
Was your mom working? Jesus.
And listen, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm just saying.
Well,
they already did.
But no, that would be good though. If the mom's not working, they holding the house down. They doing what they got to do. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But that's not cool because you see the effect. Like, she's not saying that. And correct me if I'm wrong. You're not saying that in a pleasant way. Like I was taught a lesson. You're saying that was damn near extortion. $700.
Her mom wasn't making a lot, she said. So that's right. That happens.
One and all helping her family.
Yeah, I get that.
Household.
Yeah, everybody got different circumstances, but damn, that's a lot for a 17-year-old, 18-year-old to make. There's a lot for anybody to make right now.
And better get straight A's and yeah.
Unless you take that baking soda out. Baking soda.
Better learn how to whip that. Get that hand exercise.
Whip it. Are you done, Mo? Or you got another story?
No. I am done, Michael Shawn. I am done.
All right, cool. It's been exhausting, man.
It was exhausting.
Where was the fun today? The fun just left.
I don't know where did the fun go?
We're setting the fun up for Friday. We're setting the fun up for tomorrow.
I gave you dog bites.
Oh my God! Listen here, my kids were spoiled. They didn't pay any money, but they paid in labor. No, it's hard being a parent, yo. It really is. My parents were working. Well, her parents were working, so my dad raised me. So dad needed that 700. I've never been in that situation. That's why I don't know how it's done. I just know that, if you teach a kid responsibility, it never hurts. It's just like, dog, you can't, like, you got to have there's a media, what's they call that?
Mediation?
No, it's no, I can't even think of it.
You got to have both parents. Would it matter if both parents in the house versus our black folk where we generally, I ain't gonna say black folk, but I guess if both parents in the house, would that make it easier?
Yeah, just a happy medium. Let's have a happy medium. These kids weren't like, I know they're getting older. They're 16, 17, and they should help. But at the same time, they're still our responsibility. They like every day they weren't asked to be born. But I think Shawnee Scott has a good system there where you can put money in. Listen, one person said we try and give kids everything that we didn't have. And sometimes that's the downfall of overcompensating for everything and spending as much money. So that's why I can't even enjoy Christmas. I haven't enjoyed Christmas other than my kids opening the gifts. Nobody will listen to me. Nobody in my family will listen to me. I hate Christmas. Nobody will listen. My mom thinks I'm playing.
Grumpy Mike, that Grumpy Mike again. Here we go.
Yeah, you sound like the Grinch who stole Christmas.
Do you know the pressure that we all feel when Christmas comes around and you got a house full of kids? And 3 months beforehand, nobody understands the pressure when you're like trying to make sure that this works, that it happens.
And everybody happy.
But you know what? You set the tone. You set the tone for your children. You set the tone of what the meaning of Christmas is in your household. To relieve some of that pressure the society places on holidays like that.
No, but we fall for it. Why can't we just hang out Christmas? Like, honestly, why can't we just enjoy Christmas and not have to give each other a bunch of gifts? Dog, like, I swear, sometimes I'm like, I know everybody looks at me like I'm crazy. Why do we have to buy each other's gifts?
But
why?
That's how you want to set up your household, Mike. You can do that.
Okay, who on this panel doesn't buy gifts on Christmas? Okay, Miss Rational. Who on this panel? No. I want because you say it depends on how you formulate
how
it.
You set up your household. So
okay, so who you know?
I have been in the seat of feeling the pressure of buying gifts. Okay, so you know what I do now? I sat down with my son and I've explained to him what the true meaning of Christmas is in our house. And so yes, he does get gifts, but what I do is I buy him what he asked for. Before I used to be so consumed about filling up, everything under the tree because I want everything to be perfect. I want him to have this big Christmas. And he didn't even play with half of the toys that I purchased. So
God bless him.
I do get him gifts, but I don't fall victim to the pressure of making sure that I give him 50 million gifts under the tree.
Okay, forget the gifts. Forget the gifts for the kids. Forget the gifts for the kids. You're in a relationship, right? And you two are both in love, right? In love.
Define love.
She said define love.
In love. In love. You love this man. You get butterflies every time you see him. He gets butterflies every time he sees you. This man is opening up doors, pulling out chairs, making love to you. And when you go to sleep and he's holding on to you at night, you feel safer than you've ever felt in your effing life.
Michael,
you guys have the great
that he's supposed to do.
Okay, first of all, nobody's supposed to do anything.
But live and die.
Nobody's supposed to do anything. Nobody's supposed to do anything. Everything is a choice. And the reason why you feel special is because that man made a choice to hold you at night, make sure he wakes you up before your alarm, make sure that when you come home and you're like, are you okay? How was your day? All this stuff is perfect. But Christmas comes. He got a job. He makes money. Who has taught you that he should buy you a Christmas present?
I think it's whatever you allow in your relationship, however your relationship is set up. If you are okay with someone not getting your significant other, not getting you anything for Christmas or a holiday, then that's y'all thing.
But
if
I'm not at. But you keep doing you keep doing the hypotheticals. I'm saying, do you expect a Christmas present?
Personally,
she already answered that.
No, not personally. Who else am I talking to? Yes, personally.
She dancing. Stop dancing.
Absolutely. Oh no,
Absolutely.
She already answered it when he was supposed to do all that other stuff. When she said he was supposed to do all those things, of course he's supposed to get a gift.
See, this is what
there's no dancing, because I feel like in relationships, you set the tone and the parameters and the expectations in your relationship. Both of you. That should be open dialogue. What are we doing this year for Christmas? Whether it be taking a trip, whether we staying here, whether we do, it should be open dialogue.
I asked you Christmas gift.
Know.
I asked you Christmas gift. Do you expect you're not the yes. Why? Why?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because those are the expectations I had for my relationship.
Yes, and that's my problem. Who taught you that?
What do you mean? Who taught me?
Society taught you that. Society taught you that. Yes, but my thing is, the man does every single. This is what my thing about Christmas is such a brainwash. So it doesn't mean I love you any less. Doesn't mean I love you any less.
Question to me though. So I don't put a significant focus on holidays. I feel like if somebody does for you and you do for them all year round, there's not like this big, oh, you didn't get me anything for Christmas. But however, if you're in a relationship with someone, there should be a mutual understanding of what we're doing for holidays. I don't want to bust up and say, okay, you gave me a gift, but oh man, I didn't know we were exchanging gifts this year. Nah, that's a communication. That's a conversation.
Okay, well, he doesn't do gifts. He doesn't do gifts at all. Okay, I don't do Christmas gifts.
And if you're a person that feels like that is important in your life and in your relationship, then that might not be the person for you.
But do you see
the unhappy?
So the person that
in a broader sentence here.
So
that might
your
not be
priorities. Your priorities, you've put in that this man does every single thing, but he don't F with Christmas or any gifts.
That's different.
And you're saying, what? Ain't that what you just said?
No, what I said to you was, it depends on your relationship. If you are in a relationship with someone, it should be clear communication on what your expectations are of each other.
Okay,
so she wouldn't even be in a relationship with the person if they're not giving her Christmas gifts on Valentine's Day or gifts or whatever.
That's not what I said.
Not. Oh, so what are you saying?
Well, just answer this directly. He's the perfect man. He does every single thing. This man will never cheat on you ever, but he don't F with Christmas at all. Birthday gifts, Valentine's gifts, anything. Do you shut him down or not?
No, I wouldn't shut him down because that's not the main focus of being in a relationship. But again, it's a conversation. It's a mutual understanding that you have and a mutual respect for the person that you're with if that's not what they're into.
Right. I hate Christmas. And if we eliminated gifts from Christmas and we actually just spent time with each other, it would be a lot better holiday. The only people that wouldn't win are the companies that sell you all the products that they brainwash you to buy for each other and make you feel like that person loves you because they spent this money on you. That's all I'm saying. Like Mo got hurt. Like I respect everybody's opinion. But if we don't think we're brainwashed and the pressure of life ain't on every parent's shoulders to produce Christmas gifts for your family, your loved ones. My mom, literally to this age, my mom is 70. She, till this age, buys me and my sister Christmas gifts, right? And actually puts the money value to make sure she spends exactly to the penny.
Wow. She wanted balanced.
Mom, I tell her every year.
Wow.
I don't need any. Still, this is if we don't know that this ain't a brainwash, if we don't know that Valentine's Day ain't a brainwash, that Mother's Day ain't. Look, my mom knows I love no soul on this earth more than my mom. But let me not get a Mother's Day gift, not from my mom. My mom wouldn't complain. But society would look at me like I was crazy. if I just came home and just gave my mom a hug. Society would be like, you didn't give your mom a gift. You didn't take her out to brunch. You didn't do this. You what?
But
I'll say it every day.
If you do that all year around, there should be no pressure because you know you're giving her flowers all year round.
Mo, when you say stuff like that, stuff like that, that's not the truth. That's not what reality is, Mo.
Again, it depends on your relationship with your mother, with your parents. It depends on the setup, what your expectations are as a son, what your expectations are as a mother.
Do you talk to your girlfriends about your gifts and like, oh yeah, he gave? Don't y'all do that? Oh, I got this, and don't y'all like to have that dialogue? So is it more?
I don't talk about what someone has gotten me. I've learned that at an early age. If someone say, "Oh, how was your Christmas?" It was beautiful. It was great.
You don't go into detail.
No.
I'll challenge everybody. Add up all the money you spent on Christmases for the last 10 years, and I will tell you that you wouldn't have to work for the next 3 years.
Damn.
And I can't stand it. And this has nothing to do with Mo because everybody has it. Because if I didn't get none for Stacy, it would be a problem.
That's what I'm saying. Like this,
and honestly, I appreciate every gift that I get. It wouldn't change my day at all if I got not one gift.
I feel the same way. Birthday, I don't care about that. Yes.
If you just say happy birthday, you don't even have to say it. But okay, maybe you're like, people I love, they should remember my birthday. Okay, I get it. You want people to remember your birthday. If somebody sends it says, hey, happy birthday, homie. Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. If nobody buys me a thing, I don't care. But the pressure is that if you have a loved one and you don't buy them something, you feel like, yes. And you're meant to feel like that for a purpose. Because it's about, like, I swear, like, and it gets worse and worse. Every Christmas, opening of the gifts lasts 10 minutes. They used to last a half hour. Then they lasted 15 minutes. Now they last 10 minutes. And everybody gets back on their phones and goes back to their room.
Wait, I just got you that PS5 before whatever it is. And you just got this. And what? Now we back to the cell phone? I should have just got your phone and called it that. What about all the clothes? And they never care about clothes. Kids don't never care about clothes, what they need.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, but Valentine's Day, Valentine's. I'll give you another one. Let's really piss people off. I should put it on my Instagram live right now. Let me get another one, another nonsense one.
But the thing is, if you're doing it all year round,
he doesn't like Christmas. He doesn't like Valentine's Day. So there's other gift giving times. So
let's really. Because. What about just because?
No, just because it's fine. Just because it's greatness. Just because it's like, yo, I know you like this. And I happen to see it. I'm like, yo, she would really like this. Boom. I just come home on a Tuesday and be like, hey, here's this. Like, and why'd you get me this? Because you was talking about it when we were talking. You kept saying you wanted it. And I was like, yo, when I saw it, I was like, let me get this. Boom. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Like, that is lovely.
I
feel the same way, Mike. We don't celebrate Christmas with gifts. Thank you. So no, that's fine. Let me tell you another one. But that's not what you were telling me, Mo. That's not what you were telling me.
What I said to you was expectations. So if you have a person, or if in your relationship, y'all just get each other just because gifts all year around, no, there should not be emphasis on, oh, but you ain't give me nothing for Christmas, or you didn't give me nothing for Valentine's Day. Yes, that is a society pull. But what I'm saying is,
you don't even believe that. You don't even believe that. If I buy you stuff all year long and Christmas comes, you be like, wait a second, you buy me stuff all year long and then the biggest day of the year, you didn't buy me something?
But see, you said biggest day of the year.
No, yeah, you're in trouble, Mo.
I'm not falling into that.
No, you already did, though. You already did. I'm with Mike on this one. I like the, yeah.
I'll give you the biggest one. Why the hell am I spending $50,000 on a wedding when all we have to do is go, if we're supposed to go in front of God, we go in front of God, we say, I do, I love you, and we stay together forever. Why the hell do we have to spend all this money to put this show on for everybody and their mama? And you gonna tell me that ain't brainwash?
Yeah, that's for sure. That's definitely for sure. Let's little Action Jackson said, Mike, let's introduce a new Michael Shawn law. Can we just do a new law? I like this.
Here we
I
go
like
with
this
the
as a law.
laws.
We need another law. We need to keep track of the laws.
Okay, a new law says, and I'm gonna take this from Action Jackson. A new law. After 30, you are not committed to have to buy anybody a present for a birthday, Christmas, Valentine's. I don't give a damn what it is. If you are 30 years old, I will, how about the effective immediately? I will acknowledge the day. Mother's Day, you're an amazing mother. I don't know what I would do without you. These kids could not be the same unless you were here. No, I ain't get you a card. No, I ain't get you no flowers. No, I ain't get you candy. Father's Day, which is already, I don't even got to put this law in. The law is already there. It just hasn't been done. Don't give me nothing except some nonsense that y'all decided to throw together that y'all got some dumbass this or dumbass that. Socks or some candy. Or what?
Most Father's Day gifts go to the mom anyway, so because I'm the mother and the father. But go ahead.
See.
Yeah, because my thing is like, listen.
I say something wrong? That's the truth.
I don't like that idea. I don't like that ideology that you just said.
What?
In terms of, it goes to me because I'm the mother and the father.
No, I'm sure. No, back to you because you was dancing. You got yourself caught up.
No, but she's right. No, stop doing the mother and the father thing. But, okay. What other new law? New law. When you're over 30, do not look around like somebody's supposed to buy you a birthday gift. And I'm being generous with 30. It's
for kids. It's for the. I get it. I'm with you.
So the Virgo in me, like, I'm a gift giver. I'm a giver by nature. I love to see people's face when they open something and they get something from me and it's something that they want, or they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you got me this. I'm really appreciative. It makes me feel good to give people gifts. So,
but Mo, I didn't make a law against giving. I made a law against expecting
it for the holiday.
I made a law. Like, you can give. Giving is great. Matter of fact, when I put this law in, people are even going to feel better because they can be like, yo, it's even against the law for me to expect this, but this is amazing. Stop. It's like guys, and then we wonder why people who can't afford to give these gifts, how do they feel? The people who literally can't afford to buy you a Mother's Day gift. If you're not giving gifts on special occasions, then you must be a killer in bed, because otherwise, bye, boy.
Turned out.
She gotta get something. She getting something out this deal. This relationship.
And if I'm not a killer in bed and I'm buying Kathy, and if I'm not a killer in bed and I'm buying you all the gifts, don't you complain about a thing about bed, because I'm going to lace you up. So, okay, so you take one for the other. So guess what? You sleep unsatisfied and get them toys out because I'm not a killer in bed and I pay for it. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Can you?
I gotta be this
rechargeable batteries.
Yeah, get them rechargeable. Get the charger that just plug it to the wall, mama.
The no expectation
is in effect. All right, it's official. It's official, everybody.
Big time.
It's official.
Oh my God. And if I hear another person talk about marriage and listen, man, if y'all don't go to the courthouse and get married, no, but I want a wedding. I want the moment. You want the moment because they taught you that you wanted the moment. Because they taught you that moment was supposed to be your moment.
Mike, you're going to piss a lot of females off now, Mike.
I've been a part of the wedding and I realized I was just a standing there for their moment. That's all I was. So you.
Cats spend money. I did my first event in over a year. I did a wedding on Sunday. They had to spend at least about 30,000-40,000. Didn't even have a wedding coordinator.
And see, that's on the lower end.
That far out, couldn't even handle it. Didn't even have a wedding coordinator.
Over like that.
And if that's what y'all agree to, that's what y'all want to do. But the problem is, a man can be like, listen, let's just get married. Because, every man ain't ish. I know women. Every man ain't ish. I know. I get it. I hear it. Every man ain't ish. I get it. Yeah. But then when the man says, well, let's just go to the courthouse. No, I can't, because I know what you need. You need to be the star for the day. Why? If this is about a lifetime journey, a lifetime commitment, how does this have to start off with you being the star for today?
So I don't think that that's what weddings are really truly, or they should be about. I think that some women just turn into whole bridezillas and make it about them. It's really supposed to be something that you and your husband to be, you sharing with your friends, your family, your loved ones. I definitely don't think that that's what it's about. I'm not against weddings. I love weddings.
We can share the barbecue.
You know what? It's too late for me to get into the nonsense that Mo just said. It's too late. Mo, you ain't been to one wedding in your life that the woman wasn't the star of the show. I want you to go to one wedding.
To do a wedding. Yes.
You were contacted to do a wedding and what?
Yes,
and the man came down at the end?
Actually, no, the man contacted me. The woman is the one who doesn't want like the big, to do. She wants to go to the courthouse. He's like, no, this is my first wedding. I want to pull out all the bells and whistles. So he's the one like this, all of the colors. He's the one that's like, oh no, we're not doing that. We're doing this. He wants to spend more money. He's trying to blow the bag.
To make her feel special from his perspective and making her be the star. I think
it's more so that he wants to feel special, more so than her, because she doesn't want it. She literally wants to go to the courthouse, and she's just conceding because this is something that he wants.
All right.
Well, both ways. The fact that this guy's worried about the colors in the wedding, that's a whole nother topic. But either way,
engaged.
All I want to know is why you got to, if a person wants to just go to the courthouse and say, I do, and get married, why is it $1 trillion business in this country? And I'm just saying, like, we're trained to do this stuff. And it just gets under my skin because there's so many people doing so much extra in their life just to provide things that they don't need to provide. It was just created. That is so crazy. Like, it's so nuts. Like, you have to keep up with the Joneses at all times. And we do this. And no, it's like, man, listen, I'm gonna shut up because I start getting so personal in my life.
And like Kathy said, yeah, we could be transparent. Well, like Kathy said, though, I guess a lot of those courthouse marriages, the ones that ain't the glamorous one, they can be the real ones that last longer. I've been through both. I've been through the super big wedding, and I've been through the more simple on the beach, wedding. So on the beach is lasting a whole lot longer with us on the beach, in the sand and all of that, like than the big wedding and having people come down and sing and all that. So hey, it could be something to that.
And I say this with holidays and weddings and all this other stuff. I'm only saying this for the bottom line is that the pressure of God is on people, men and women, trying to do this, trying to make this happen. And we go along with it. And then we make people feel bad if they can't produce it. And then, we're doing, Mike, I just thought that. And then we, like, I'm thinking of Christmas in August.
Already.
I'm already thinking of Christmas. I'm already thinking of it. I'm thinking of Christmas now in my situation. I'm thinking of Christmas right now.
You don't want to disappoint your kids and be that horrible dad in their eyes. But I don't even think your kids wouldn't even think that of you. It's just that that's what they will want. But I'm sure the girls wouldn't think that, to be honest.
I'm probably sure of the same thing, but nobody, and this goes for women and men. This is not just men. This is women having kids who are by themselves, who the fathers ain't doing nothing. There are a lot of fathers who are, but there are women who are solo dolo right now trying to figure out how to make this happen. How to make it happen. My ex is my best evil and good friend now. We cool. Kathy, let me tell you about your bipolar comments. Let me tell you how about where in the hell did that come from? Where in the world did your non-medicated comment just come from?
Non-medicated.
Where did that come from?
And we love Kathy.
And we love Kathy, but you want to be part of the family. You gotta, yes, we have to be 100% real.
We put ourselves out there, as you can tell.
Everybody get it. Everybody.
We see Mo just caught it.
Nobody
I got caught in the slap.
I just get so I get angry because I know how much it goes. There's no pressure. If you get a mysterious $1.2 million, they give you whatever they want.
I saw that earlier until you said
my dude. That is hilarious if you get that one mysterious $1.2 million. But let me tell you something. When you get that $1.2 million, don't tell nobody. Don't nobody, because the expectations go up dramatically. Don't tell nobody. Just make them feel like, yo, why in the hell did he get me this virtual reality, them gargles and all? Well, how did he get that?
Oh God! Shout out to Action Jackson. For those who know, Paul is Action Jackson. He's on the on Media Room 360. He's on the show Big Bink's Break Room. Yes, with Shawnee Scott, Bink, and Action Jackson. He is hilarious, Mike. Yesterday they was talking about couples and swingers, and you know, it was a couple and they was down with swinging and would you be down? Like, Action is really hilarious. So make sure y'all check them out. They use it's 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. So Big Bink's Break Room is good. There
was this dude, right? I was doing the comedy shows out here in Texas, right? So this, like, I forget, I don't even know the dude's name. It's whatever. So he was like telling me about this swingers house, right? He was like, "Yo, this swingers thing, right?" And I giggled, I laughed, I was like, ha ha ha, like ha ha ha, swear on everything. Like, I'm older now, and I'm like, ha ha, hee, cool, got it. And I want to say, okay, whatever. 3 straight times he saw me at comedy shows. Yo, this swinger house is the 3rd time I said, my dude, I don't want to go. Like, I actually had to be aggressive on some old yo. First of all, I'm tired because you keep asking me to go, which means you're telling me you want to go to a swinger spot with me, which is strange.
Where's this going?
Or is it? Uh-huh.
Like, even if you're heterosexual, you're already taking me to a place where we're supposed to get naked and just walk around. I'm good. Like, I'm good. There have been swinger spots in my early days. If you'd have asked me 15 years ago, I would have been like drunk as hell and probably would. But dog, when somebody says no, I've never had to tell another dude no means no. That was creepy, dog. That was creepy.
No means no.
No means no, dog. I don't want to go.
Getting the don't drop the soap.
Paul, what the hell's going on? Why are you jailhousing me into trying to go to a swinger spot?
No, but we ain't built for swingers anyway. I know your personality and mine. We not built for that. So I don't. Cam, would you be down or Mo? Y'all down with swinging lifestyle?
Nah.
Now, if I was single,
I don't. If I was share.
But if I was single, you're not swinging. If you're single, it's the couples.
No, but I'd be the person. Nah, I'm down to go in there and be an undercover swinger. They don't know. They're like, yo, I've been married for 20 years.
But you would have to bring somebody. There's rules.
She's in the bathroom.
I promise you, I could get somebody. To be like, yo, just co-sign this. I would be a swinger. Girl. I would love to be a swinger with somebody I care nothing about. Like, come on, let's do this swinger
thing. Come on, Mo. Come with me.
I can't even picture my girl getting knocked off from the back. I'm like, go ahead, do your thing, mama. That's what I'm talking about. Do your thing. But hey, to each his own.
To each his own.
To each his own. I know my self-esteem ain't built for it.
You should not share your warm apple pie.
We went extra long today.
All right, we're done.
Extra long.
We needed the laugh.
We had to get this laugh up.
Yeah, all that cop stuff. And it's going to be more. I'm sure tomorrow we got to talk about it. I'm sure. Let
me tell you how messed up America is. How screwed up the justice and police are right now. If I told you to make a bet, if we had to bet everything we had on there will be another black man killed by the cops, and you could bet everything you have and win, or bet everything you have and say, no, there will never be another black man killed by the cops ever again. You know what bet you would take. And you'd win. If Las Vegas had the odds in Las Vegas right now, and they had the odds on whatever, I promise it'd be 50-50 on how soon another black man or black woman or minority would be killed by the cops.
Within 30-day period, you get this. If it's wow, if they
the odds would be horrible on will a black man be killed. It would be like you don't even win like 60 cents off of $1 or a dime off of $1. Like the odds would be crazy. Y'all, we already know it's about to happen again.
And
it's sickening and sad.
A tangible bet. Like this is something that can even be bet on. You know what I mean? It's just sad.
All right, we're done.
We're done.
Dog, I'm telling you, when I get done this show, I have never needed a nap more in my life than when I get done this. Like this for real. Like I'm telling you right now, this is strenuous. And I know I'm not doing that, but sitting here and talking. Great idea, Mike. Call it reparational action.
So he's on fire. Y'all gotta watch his show. Watch him.
That would be a Dave Chappelle. Wouldn't that be a Dave Chappelle skit if they had the bets in Las Vegas?
Oh God.
Shorty said 75%. Have a good comedy show tonight. Kathy, I wish you could come to the comedy show tonight. It goes down to Arlington Improv, 817-635-5555 or improvtx.com/Arlington. Get them tickets tonight. Hit me on my Instagram at Mike Shawn Comedy. Hit the link in the bio. You can buy the tickets there. Hit up J Black at IamJBlack_. Hit up Mo at SexyMoTOL. Hit up DJ Cam at DJ Cam. I'm dirty as hell. 609.
I'll wear it for a second.
I'm like at DJ Cam 609. Didn't somebody say something about DJ Cam? Didn't a female say something earlier in the show? She said something about Cam earlier. Thank you.
Yeah, I think they like the comment that he said. I believe
somebody is about to be in your DM, Cam.
Nice.
Use protection.
Always.
Yo, Cam is the one person back in our 20s, real quick. We were in our 20s. We were having a conversation, right? We was all talking in a room. It was a few of us dudes. We was like talking and drinking. And we was like talking about wearing condoms. And you're supposed to wear condoms. And Cam was like, I have never not worn a condom. And we was like, you're an effing liar. And he looked us dead. He was like, I always. And I was like,
he wholesome.
I said, first of all, that don't mean he wholesome, but it does mean he's responsible. He was dead serious. Like, dog, we started calling him DJ Latex after that. Like, it was
DJ in my late 30s. Ain't no accident.
It was his late real talk. He got the 609, but it's really 69. Dirty. Kathy, stop with the 69. You childish. Stop with the 69. Stop with the 69. Kathy gonna be in that DM. Don't be that lazy 69 either. Don't be the person who ain't doing no work on your side of the 69. Ain't nothing worse than that. You got smacked their ass a little bit like, whoa. This is not an even 69 going on right now.
This is not equal.
68.
Yeah, this is my half of 69. I don't know what's going on down there. I don't know what's going on down there.
DJ Latex, your new name now.
Shout out to the Sandy show. My dude Sandy. He's got we got to get Sandy. After I take this nap, I got to text Sandy because Sandy is amazing. He's a radio personality. He has a syndicated morning show throughout the country. And DJ Latex. All right.
I'm gonna leave that up.
All right, let's get out of here.
Jay full of video.
Jay DJ
Latex. That could have went away a couple of seconds ago. Not with Jay.
Jay just mad because Jay was DJ Raw Dog. It is what it is.
No, here we go. Wrap up the show. What do you wrap up? We gotta go.
Who want it?
Let's go. Tomorrow morning we'll be back.
Nice.
We'll be back tomorrow morning.
There you go.
Jay Black was DJ. Yo, you don't look like you got nothing.
She looked clean.
How do I end this? Shiny.
All right, love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand the only thing in life that is guaranteed, it will end. So enjoy every minute, every second, and never let anybody steal your happiness. It belongs to you. Fight for it. We are the TakeOver Legends. We'll see you tomorrow morning. I'll see you at the Arlington Improv tonight. Yeah.
I was always funny. I was always the funniest kid in the room, the funniest teenager in the class, and the funniest adult. Back then, I didn't even know that this would be my career. It was my protection. Funny is what got me through every trauma in my life. Every person I lost, every fight I lost, every girlfriend I lost. Funny always got me through these things. It was the one relationship that I knew I can't live without this one. I need funny. I gotta make people laugh. I gotta take away their anger so it won't be directed at me. And that relationship was so important that it literally turned into my job. And I thought, this is the end all, be all, be funny. Until I met alcohol. When I met alcohol, that relationship took over. I can only explain my relationship with alcohol like a toxic relationship. And we see it all the time. We see it all the time. There's a person, let's just say it's a woman who has a bright smile that lights up the room, who has all the energy in the world, and everybody loves this woman. But she's in love with this toxic man that brings her nothing but pain, brings her violence, brings her this sadness that she can't compare to anything else in the world. But even though that man brings that to her, she can't find it in her mind. She can't even fathom living without this toxic person. That is my exact relationship with alcohol.